Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we've got a Polti night with a brand new product.
Brand new product.
That you are all going to want. I absolutely swear by this.
This is something we couldn't live without. It's a vertical steamer, so it means you can do your ironing while it's on the hanger, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it folds down so you can take it on holiday. No more ironing your clothes, put them in the suitcase. When you get there, everything's creased. Then you've got to wait for someone to bring you an iron in the hotel. Then eventually wait for someone to bring an ironing board, and then the iron's old and it spits all over your clothes. You've got this in your suitcase with you wherever you want to be. I use it every day at home,
and every day at work.
Pack it every time we go away. Absolutely, it's in our dressing room right now. We love it, and somebody else that loves it.
Well, when we've got Polti, we've got our lovely Bev to show us a brand new product. Bev, here we go.
Good morning, everybody.
How great is good morning, my lovely? This is brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, probably some of you know there's a very important event happening at our house very shortly. My daughter's getting married. So I can tell you now, this has been really put through its paces these last few days.
Look at that.
And what fantastic results you get with this.
Talk about a before
on the hanger. I mean, absolutely a before and after. And because it's steamed as well, it's also going to get rid of odours and things like that. Perhaps that jacket's a little bit sweaty under the armpit, so you wore it when you went out
yeah,
of
great for refreshing.
a curry, and it's got that food smell.
Or it might be you wear different perfumes on different nights, and you don't want the perfumes.
But not just for your clothes, it could be for your curtains as well. Perhaps the cat or the dog always sits by the curtain and they're always creased. In an instant, you are knocking those creases out. Deal-wise, it is phenomenal. It's only going to be as long as stock is there, and it's a great gift idea.
It is.
Obviously, get one for yourself, but I think lots of people will order because they'll think, oh gosh, so-and-so, I love that. They travel loads. Or a student going off to university, they want to take a big ironing board and an iron, but
folds
take this
down so compact. So if you're stuck for storage, there's the water tank that you see on the back there. Fill that up and you are good to go.
In 30 seconds.
I was just going to say, 30 seconds. Brilliant on hangers like we just saw there for the jacket, but for shirts, blouses, delicate fabrics, heavier fabrics as well. We've got a £20 saving on the usual price. If you've not shopped before with us, 974-503. There it is folding as well. It's such a versatile bit of kit, and it's from Polti, a company we know and love.
Perhaps there's a big panic, you know, the kids are going off to school and you haven't ironed a shirt or their skirt, or perhaps it's PE day and you haven't ironed their PE kit. In an instant, on a hanger there, you have got the job done. Ready in 30 seconds. For holidays, you're going to absolutely love it. I never iron before I pack now. I take this with me and I just throw my clothes in the suitcase and I iron as I need the clothes. Honestly, it's not only great for knocking the creases out, it will eliminate those odours. So perhaps you've worn something a couple of times and it just smells a little bit perhaps of food, or like Sean said, a different perfume, and you're changing your perfume or your aftershave. It will knock away those smells as well.
Yeah, knock away the creases, knock away those odours, and refresh whatever fabric you're using it on. And from Polti, a company with great heritage behind them.
If you are going to look for a vertical steam cleaner, do go for a big brand name, because you know you have trust in that brand, and Polti for us is just an absolute #1. Any product that we've had from Polti, and some products we've had for about 17 years, the quality is amazing.
Yeah, they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We'll talk about the service and how they look after you, Polti, like a family. You can see, just to recap, it's compact, it's lightweight, it folds down into the smallest of sizes. For me, the fact it's ready in 30 seconds is absolutely
so for travel, holidays, and perhaps a weekend away, a hotel break, honestly, it's worth throwing into your bag, and it's ready in an instant.
974-503 is your item number. Remember, if you want to use PayPal, you can. It's just $17.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. If you use PayPal, pay in 3. And that's when you pay online, and that's the easiest way. shoponTV.co.uk. But like we said, that's not all we've got.
No, we absolutely love this vacuum. We couldn't believe. Polti have got incredible vacuums. But when they brought out the D-Power, we were like, oh my word. This vacuum actually knows when, and it's not limited stock just yet. It may happen because especially on one of the colour options, because we are very, very low in stock. It should say 24-hour deal, because this price and this deal, which just before we started the hour, Bev was like, really? Really? Does the turbo brush come alongside it. That's normally £39.90. It is included in your deal. This is a powered turbo brush, so this is like a pet brush.
Yeah, so it gets deep down into surface. Great if you've got dogs or cats. Great if your hair is all over the place.
Great to use it with the handheld, and yeah, that's it, get the furniture, upholstery.
It's an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum.
And you know the other great thing?
Go on.
It knows when it needs more power.
It does.
If you use it on auto, it can actually detect how much dirt is there for it to pick up, and it will power up so it picks every last bit up, and then when there's not so much dirt, it powers down.
So it doesn't waste any of the power. The reason we're saying that is it's completely cordless. It's cordless cleaning all around the entire home. On one charge, it's going to give you up to 40 minutes of run time. Whether it's the red option or the green option you want to go for, you've got 2 different item numbers, but they're both coming with that mini powered brush as a bonus.
Only for 24 hours, and remember, it's brushless technology as well, which gives a greater performance, so more reliable too. And it really has got this great technology that allows you brilliant pickup on the hard floors, the carpets, whether it's small and fine bits, whether it's the big bits. It'll go right under the bed, right under the sofa. The lights you'll be able to see and detect the dirt, but actually this vacuum on its own can see and detect the dirt. It's such an incredible vacuum with such high performance.
Yeah, digital motor, brushless digital motor, 4 filtration stages in there, and like we said, that infrared sensor, when it's on the auto mode, it detects how much dirt's there and it pumps up the power for you, and then it pushes back when the dirt's disappeared.
It's also got multi-cyclonic suction as well, which means that pickup is brilliant. Even as the bin gets fuller and fuller, you are going to absolutely love this. I think this is going to be one of those products where you think, oh my goodness, I've never used a vacuum like it. That's as you reach vacuum, whether you're getting cobwebs to the corner of the room, in the ceiling, or whether you're going down to the skirting boards. But then handheld, take it down to the summer house, take it out to the car, dust with it, and it's that easy to empty. So honestly, the technology with 4 levels of filtration, really easy to charge. When fully charged, can give you up to 40 minutes of charge. But the great thing is, if you use it on the auto, you're never going to waste energy, because sometimes I think we put our vacuums and things instantly onto turbo. And you don't always need turbo.
It wastes the power and then it runs the battery down, doesn't it? It's a brilliant price. Our usual price is almost £330. It's down to £149, and that includes that extra powered brush. If you buy the machine on its own at Polti right now, it's £299.
Yeah, and you'll buy that separately and it's £39.90. Yeah. So that works out £10 more than our normal deal. So we've already got a saving, but then we've got a massive saving on that as well. I know this is going to absolutely fly. You have, and do check it out on the website, shopontvlive.co.uk. You have got it available in a red and in a green. Now, they do have different item numbers. We know not why, but they do. But the red is the lowest in stock. So please do not miss out if you want to go on that red option. Don't forget the coffee machines available. You always love this coffee machine. We've all fallen in love with it for so many different reasons. Beautifully made, really compact, but it's not just an espresso machine.
It looks like it just makes espresso, but it doesn't. It makes all your favourite milky drinks, like your flat white, your cappuccinos, your lattes as well. You can also use your own ground coffee in there, your favourite ground coffee, but it comes with 54 of the Polti speciality one origin coffee pods.
It's 100% purity, single origin. The flavours are incredible.
And the core of every coffee is this, the espresso, and this gives you the most perfect espresso with the most beautiful crema that you're going to see there. But don't think you can't make those speciality drinks that you like.
No, because you've actually got a milk frother, and it has 2 different settings, and that allows you to really make frothy milk to do the cappuccinos. But then it also does a more textured milk to do lattes and flat whites. It'll do hot chocolates. You can even heat up water to make a cup of tea. Have it in a bedroom, have it in a kitchen. Perhaps you've looked at coffee machines and you've always wanted one, but they're so big and you want a coffee machine that does every coffee. You don't want just an espresso machine, which normally is all you will get for this size. You have got one machine that will make every single coffee that you want.
Yeah, 849501 is your item number. It gets you the coffee machine and you get 54 coffee pods included. If you want to use PayPal Pay in 3, it's just £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
That's a great housewarming
Brilliant
wedding
present,
gift.
I was just going to say.
Brilliant present.
Absolutely spectacular.
And I've always wanted a really posh bedroom, and you could have that just on a nice sort of unit, and have a nice coffee in bed in the morning.
Now, what we're seeing here is the traditional costs. If you're buying coffee from a coffee shop, you can see, well, our generous price of £3 a coffee. Well, if you were saving £2.50 a day on that coffee price, or £10 for every 4 coffees that you have, you can see with the bundle we've put together at £149, which includes 54 free solo pods of coffee, your coffee machine will pay for itself.
It'll pay for itself so quickly. It says 15 weeks. I think lots of you will buy more than 4 coffees a week, and I think price-wise we've been very generous on those prices. Honestly, incredible value for money. You will absolutely love that machine. And again, it's Polti. Great customer service, great guarantees, and great and beautifully made products. Products that you know are going to last. If you want to buy the best, for me, I would always go to Polti, because the Polti products that we've bought in the past, some of them we've had for about 17 years. The quality is amazing.
So 849501, a real Polti special that we've got for you tonight, here right through till 3 a.m. If you want that coffee machine, 849501. But it's all about our brand new Polti steam, I was going to say steam cleaner, steamer. It's for vertical steaming. It folds so small.
Yeah,
and
so
compact.
for travel, it's amazing. Take it on holiday. Perhaps you're doing a weekend away. Perhaps you commute a lot and, you know, you're always creased when you get to work. You can iron that jacket. As long as you can find a plug, you can iron things in an instant. If you're going away for a weekend, the hotel irons are horrendous. Often they're not in the room, then you've got to wait for them. Or perhaps at home, the kids say, oh, gosh, you know, it's PE day today, and my uniform's really creased. I threw my jacket on the floor, and my blazer's really creased. Honestly, in an instant, it actually starts steaming in 30 seconds. Hand on heart, use this every single day of the week. I use it every day at home, because with the things I put into the wardrobe, even if I have ironed them first, they always end up creased because I've just got too much in my wardrobe.
Well, I iron everything before we come to work. I put it in the suitcase. By the time we get to work, it needs steaming again. So I do. I do exactly that. I steam it like that with this steamer at £49. It's brand new on our show today. 974503 is your item number, and you can use PayPal Pay in 3. Loads of you shopping already. If you want to use PayPal, £17.98 on your first of 3 interest-free
And not just
payments.
for your clothes as well. Perhaps your curtains always look a bit, you know, creased. Perhaps the dog always sits by the curtains, or the cat sits in the window. In an instant, you can knock those creases out, but also knocks the smells out of things as well. So perhaps a jacket that you've worn and it's got a few food smells, or a little bit of a woof underneath the armpits. You could actually refresh that jacket as well. But we're not alone. We've got the fabulous Bev with us, and so many great demonstrations. How are you, my lovely?
I'm very well.
It's like a PPO. Oh, hello.
How brilliant. Super busy on this, Bev.
Honestly, it's absolutely...
You love it, don't you?
I do. I really do. I mean, the thing is, it's so compact, isn't it? It's so light. So consequently, I wondered where I put it.
Where is
it?
See, this is the thing. I mean, honestly, it's just so easy. And because, as I say, my daughter's getting married, I'm going to be packing this one. Yeah.
Even has a little bag to go into, doesn't it, if you're travelling it, which is brilliant. So if you are to, and do put that into your suitcase, put that into your bag for a weekend away. Wedding coming up, don't worry about the creases.
No. Absolutely, and I have tested it on the wedding dress. Not allowed to bring it in to show you.
No.
Until after the event.
Top secret.
See the photos afterwards.
Oh, yes. Well, if we're going to do this, which I'm sure we will, I might even bring the wedding dress in.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, fabulous.
Yes. So, as I say, heat up time, as they've said, 30 seconds, so it's good to go. Do you know, I was just thinking there while I was sat, which is a dangerous thing, I know. I don't do it very often, but anyway, I did. And I thought, you know, instead of being ironing bored, you need to be ironing savvy.
Hey.
That's why she gets the big bucks, you see right there.
You did do some thinking.
I did.
Do you want to have a sit down?
I'll have to lie down now. That's me done for the weekend.
This jacket, you did half of it, and the difference already.
I mean, that is
spectacular, isn't it?
And that was just very quickly that we just did that. But the thing is as well, I mean, I must admit now, I don't iron once a week or twice a week like we always used to. You know, have the pile of ironing, stand there and iron.
I don't.
I don't now because I don't have the time, to be quite honest. So I do. I wash it and I put it back in the wardrobe because I mean, you know, we can't get in the wardrobes very easily, so they get creased no matter what. In there. So now, that time I would spend ironing, I don't know. I just get hold of this.
And even if you're about to run out the door, it doesn't matter because it heats up in 30 seconds. You're ready to steam, knock out all the creases.
Absolutely.
Any odours.
Yeah, are you refreshing at the same time? And the beauty of it is, you know, it's lightweight. It's easy to do. But a lot of these manufacturers that have made these handheld ones, what happens is, unfortunately, they start to drip and they drip down your arm.
And then drip on the fabric.
Exactly, and they wet things through.
Polti have such knowledge on steam, don't they?
Exactly. Since 1978, they've been making steam irons and steam cleaners, and consequently, how this is designed inside, that is what you're paying the money for. It's the components and everything else. You've even got an aluminium plate on the bottom of here, which is easy glide. Also, it retains its heat faster.
Yeah, and even heat as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, the holes aren't just 2 or 3 at the front. They go all the way along the edge of it. So you're utilising the whole space. But again, it's just those little things. I mean, obviously, the ladies, you know, have got the nails and all, and it's very difficult to get in. And normally what they'll do is they'll probably put it on something like that, and then you've got to get your nails on and try and pull it through. Oh, no, not with Polti.
How great is that?
Easy peasy.
There's a little unlock system. You only have to twist it to the unlock and it pulls off that. And that's all you need to go to the sink to put some water in and you're ready to go.
And tap water as well.
Not special water.
Not special water.
Brilliant.
But I will say a word of advice. If you've got exceptionally hard water, like the likes of blue water, because it's virtually all lime scale down there, then I would suggest to get a lot longer use out of your machine is to put half and half in. So distilled water and 50% of each, so half and half, and it will help to protect the little boiler that's inside. But if it's just normal tap water, absolutely fine. Goes in there 30 seconds later, and then you can start and use it on any fabric.
Oh, now look at this. You
don't have to wait for it to cool down.
You see, things like this, I'd be frightened to iron because I'd worry that I was going to melt.
Look at that!
But when you're just working with steam, oh my goodness.
That's like you're painting it. That is brilliant,
Bev. Amazing, Bev.
I mean, it is. It's so quick and so easy.
And delicate fabric that you would worry about, but that looks spectacular.
I mean,
look at that.
Because it's on a hanger, you've got your hand free, you know, to get around those awkward places. Also, you know, around the cuffs of sleeves and things like that. Now, I think that
is pretty impressive.
Exceptional.
And how great is that? And that's why I don't iron before I pack. I throw my clothes in the suitcase and I take this with me and iron when I wear it, which is ideal.
Absolutely.
It's that quick and that easy.
And what about heavier fabrics as well?
Heavier fabrics,
use it on those as well?
Absolutely. Right. It doesn't matter what it is.
And you just hang these hangers on the back of a door, don't you, when you're doing it at home?
You can, or you can lay it on the bed if you want to.
Or hold it in your other hand. That's what I do.
That's it,
whatever you want to do. I mean, this is cotton. Cotton's usually an absolute nightmare. Also, I found, because it's how it's designed and shaped, all those, you know, pleats and things like that are very difficult. You can get right into those pleats.
Right.
Yeah. You're not pushing them open.
And you're not adding more creases.
Yeah,
sometimes when
something's
pleated on an ironing board, you
create creases, don't you? That is so good. For items like that, I've got real detail and the puffy sleeves and all, you know, honestly, absolutely brilliant. But this is me every single day of the week. I grab something out of the wardrobe, what I'm going to wear,
Iron and
I've got it virtually plugged in, ready to go all the time, and then switch it on. 30 seconds. It's steaming and it's knocking those creases out. And odours, of course, because that's what steam does, isn't it?
It does. It's working at over 100 degrees. So you're actually sanitising and helping to deodorise at the same time.
Now, I did my jacket on the outside, but also on the inside.
Saved us a lot of pain tonight doing it on the inside.
Oh, for you too, I did it. I did it for you.
Well, the thing is, you might wear a different aftershave or a different perfume.
Yeah.
You've only wore it probably for a couple of hours, that jacket, but it smells like stale in the morning. You think, well, I want to wear that again. So you could just do that. Well, you're not going to get the great big ironing board out.
No.
Just to lay.
Well, most of us haven't got time, have we?
Well, no.
To do that.
Absolutely. But I tell you another thing it's very, very good for when you change the seasons of your wardrobe. So, like, I'm getting more of the spring and the summer stuff out now because we've had that bit of nice weather. So the linen trousers have come out. So, instead of having to take them and clean them or whatever,
so you just
refresh
them, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes the opposite, when you're going into winter and you get your winter jackets out, they can smell a little bit musty at times, can't they? And again, getting rid of that smell, sort of deodorising as well as knocking the creases out, which is brilliant.
Yeah. Also, don't confine it just to clothes. While you're in the bedroom doing the shirts or whatever, curtains.
Yeah, brilliant.
We'll do the curtains.
And so you could refresh.
Also,
Go on.
you knock the dust off them.
Right.
Yeah, and cat hairs, dog hairs. If they sit, you'll just be able to knock the hairs away, won't you?
I mean, it is just so versatile, and it's so lightweight, and it's easy.
0.65 kilos.
So if you're struggling with ironing,
4 apples. I like
apples.
that.
super
and
lightweight.
for travel,
It's
that
not
weight
the
is essential, isn't it?
It is, because that could mean I'd have to take a pair of shoes out.
You would.
But
that's
I don't
normally
need
3
to,
outfits.
Because it's so lightweight, it doesn't add on any huge amount into your suitcase. Because you will travel with this, whether you're going on holiday abroad or whether you're going away for the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. You can use it. Our jobs that we do, obviously, we come down from where we live down to London. Mine's 3 hours drive. Yours is 2 hours drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everything gets thrown in a suitcase. And sometimes if we're here for 2 or 3 days, we pack our outfits in. And of course, while we're here, just get this out.
Good to go.
Because we can't always guarantee that there's an iron here.
It's in our bag every single day, and it's the first thing we get out when we get here. Get clothes out and get that out and iron.
First part of the job.
As simple as this. But look, this can be a nightmare. You might have ironed the bedding, but when you were putting the bedding on, it's all got creased again.
Yeah.
And that allows you, especially if you've got people visiting, you want the bed to look pristine, don't you?
Yeah, and you can iron it on the bed like Bev is right now. It doesn't matter what direction you're holding it in either, Bev. You still get that steam output.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Excellent. Really good.
I like to keep everybody on their toes, you see. I thought I was going for the suitcase, but I wasn't. But you see, that's the thing about this. While you're doing one job, you can turn around and think, ooh, that pillowcase looks a bit creased, or the cat slept on there, so I'll just refresh it and get rid of all that pet hair that's on there, because steam attracts the hair to the actual static charge.
Yeah.
So.
Brilliant deal that we've got for you. First time we've had it to air.
I'm
brand
massively
new today.
busy already. It's really great to have your company. You have joined us for our Polti night, and it's the Polti Vaporella, and it's the vertical steamer. And it's going to allow you, with incredible steam power in just 30 seconds, so quickly and easily to knock the creases out, to get rid of the odours, to refresh your items. If you're travelling, honestly, lightweight, it folds down so you can put it into its little velvet bag, and you can pack this with you and iron your items as you get them out of your suitcase when you're on your holidays. It eliminates the odours as well. It's knocking the creases out. It's so versatile.
Especially if you don't want to take a jacket to the cleaners over and over again. You can just refresh it. Steam makes you feel good. Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
So whether you are thinking of using this at home, if you're like me, I put everything away creased. I never stand and iron for hours.
But even if you do do iron it and then you put it away. It's always creased when you get it out.
My wardrobe is just too full.
Yeah.
I wedged some things in today because I thought I've got to put everything away. And I know it's all going to be like this when I get it out. But I don't care because I've got, this is in my dressing room. I'll just steam it in an instant, put it on, and you're good to go. But pack this away, put this in your suitcase, take this for the weekend away, take this to that wedding, and even the really delicate items, because it's steam and not a really
on that satin
hot iron.
Doing that, can you grab that satin blouse? That half, the little bit that Bev did, it was like a completely different garment. Look at that, the side that Bev actually did to the point where she didn't do. And this is why you will love this garment steamer. And it's from Polti. Yeah. That's very, very important that we've got it from Polti, who's a brand that we absolutely love. At £49. Oh, look at this.
At that.
Legend director Paul.
Fantastic.
Look, we've got a recap.
So all fabrics, whether it's silk, or whether it's linen, whether it's denim, whether you're travelling, whether you're on holiday, whether it's for a wedding, a weekend away, whether you're using this at home. Hotel-wise, they never have great irons, do they? So you know if you're staying somewhere, you probably won't have an iron in your room. You'll have to ask for it. They'll eventually bring it, and then it'll probably spit all over your clothes. It'll be the oldest iron you've ever used.
Have all black on it.
Or perhaps the kids always let you down, and they're like, "Oh, look at the state of my blazer," or they haven't got their PE kit ironed and it's PE day. You can do everything in an absolute instant because this is ready to go in 30 seconds.
And with the reduced price, you've got £20 off the usual price. You've also got PayPal Pay in 3. So £17.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you pay online. Go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone, 03333 241 241. Feature-wise, there's loads to talk about for such a compact bit of kit.
And it is compact. It's super lightweight, 0.65 kilograms. So if you find an iron is just too heavy now, this could be your solution. Foldable handle, so you reduce the size for travelling. It's ultra lightweight for travelling as well. Steam ready in 30 seconds. And don't forget, it's Polti. So it's got an aluminium actual sole plate. So this is all about even heat distribution. This is all about, again, quality and makes it suitable for any fabric.
And that fact that it'll also refresh your fabrics, you know, I think
so
that's a real bonus.
Upholstery,
or just
cushions.
your jackets. If you've worn them once, you don't want to take them to the cleaners again, do you? So you can just refresh it with that level of steam because it's Polti, because they're experts when it comes to steam. And you've also got a travel bag included. Remember, it folds down so small and compact, and it only weighs 0.65 kilos in weight.
And not just for your clothes, use it on your curtains, your pillows, duvet covers if you like. We just used it on the end of the bed there. Once you put your sheets and things onto the bed, they often get so creased, and perhaps you've got relatives coming round and staying, you want the bed to look absolutely perfect. You can actually steam it on the bed. Blankets and throws, and again, that'll eliminate odours and smells. But all your clothes on the hangers, absolutely so quick, so easy. And the finish is phenomenal. It really does knock those creases out and also takes away those smells. Yeah. So if you've worn something perhaps a couple of times and it's perhaps got a food smell to it, or perhaps you left your jacket in the kitchen and then you did some cooking and it's absolutely stinky.
Oh,
but it's clean. Yeah. It'll eliminate
it's just
the
taken
smell.
on the cooking smells. Doesn't matter what kind of fabric we're talking about. Ideal from delicates to heavier fabrics. It's vertical ironing on the hanger without the board. And the continuous steam that you have coming through there means exactly that. It eliminates odours. 974503 is your item number. If you use PayPal Pay in 3, it's only £17.98 on your first of 3 payments, including your postage.
Great gift idea as well. Perhaps someone you know travels a lot and you think this will be brilliant for them. Perhaps a student going off to university. They're never going to use an iron and ironing board, are they? But actually, they'll take this and they'll use it in an instant. But I've got to warn you, now we're only with STV at the moment. We're going to join ITV in a moment, and we're approaching 10% of our launch stock because it's the very first time we've had this to air. If you're thinking about this, do get this in your basket and check that basket through. Remember, it comes with that velvet bag as well. It's brilliant for travel, but you will be like me. You'll use this every day of the week at home as well, because in an instant, whatever you haven't ironed or you've got out of the cupboard and it's creased but you want to wear it, you've knocked those creases out. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so from jackets to, well, Bev showed us that satin blouse, the difference it made.
Linen,
it just drops
heavy
out the
cotton,
creases. Whatever fabric
denim,
we're talking
honestly,
about.
whatever whatever fabric, you will absolutely love it, but you must check your baskets through. That's the linen you can see there. Wow. We were all absolutely wow. We use it. We know how good it is, but we're like, oh my word.
I've never used it on my satin pyjamas.
But now you will. And and things look dirty if they're creased. I mean, that looks new again. And I do love as well just using steam on products because I feel it gives them a longer life. Often when you can use a very sort of heavy, hot iron on something constantly, it can tend to wear or make things go shiny, or, you know, you've stretched your jumper with this heavy old iron. Whereas with steam, I just think it refreshes your clothes so beautifully without wearing the material down, without ruining the whole look. Or sometimes actually, especially if it's really detailed with lots of pleats and things, you put more creases in when you try to iron it, where steam just knocks the creases out.
And lots of delicate fabrics. Maybe you've got things like saris that have got embellishments on. Vertical ironing with a steamer like this is so much easier. 974-503. It's brand new with us today. Oh my word, I think it might all go in this show.
Yeah, you need to check your baskets through, approaching 10% of the entire launch stock. It's the first time to air. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a sec. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. Welcome to ITV. I'm Hayley.
I'm Sean.
Together we're Shaylee, and together we have got a Polti special tonight. We have got a brand new product.
This is so special.
That we've been with STV already, and it's absolutely flying. Almost 10% of the entire launch stock, because it's brand new for us, has already sold out and gone.
And when it comes to ironing, this is a whole step above, I think, because this is vertical steaming from Polti. Polti are a company we love. We bring you lots of Polti products, but the Polti vertical steamer is new tonight. We've got a £20 discount on the usual price. If you want the creases to just drop out, well,
wherever you are, you might be on holiday, you might be in a hotel, it doesn't matter. As long as you've got a plug and a little bit of water, Bev, we can knock those creases out.
We can. Good morning, everybody. What about doing your jackets? What about refreshing all your garments? But not only your garments, what about the curtains? What about the bed as well, using this steam? Now, I've got a very large event coming up very shortly. My daughter's getting married. And I'll tell you one thing. This is certainly going with me in my suitcase. Look at that
Couldn't
house.
have been better timing, could it?
No.
It's really, really soon. And that's going to definitely be in your suitcase. The bridesmaid's outfit, the wedding outfits, all sorted in an instant in your hotel room. Comes in a little velvet bag as well, so you can pop it into your suitcase, and it's ready in an instant. It's got the fold-down handle. As soon as you pop the water in and you press that button, 30 seconds and you're ready to steam.
It's absolutely fabulous, isn't it? So quick the way it heats up. We've done a suit jacket. We've done a couple of other products. Actually, we'll show you some satin that we did.
Yeah,
that was
whether
amazing.
It's silk or linen, or whether it's a heavy jacket that's got a little bit of an odour, perhaps you've worn it a couple of times. It's got a food smell to it. It'll knock out not only the creases, but the odours, the smells. Use it on your upholstery as well. You'll love the fact it's so portable. Perhaps you're struggling with a really heavy iron, and you want these things to be pristine, because when things are creased, they look dirty. But perhaps ironing is a real chore. Hand on heart, this is all I personally use, because I put my things away when I've washed them. I put them away creased. When I get them out the wardrobe, because my wardrobe awfully is just too full. So if I ironed it, it'd be a waste of time, because it'd all be like that by the time it came out of the wardrobe. So I get out what I want to wear, plug this in, switch it on. 30 seconds, it's done, I've got it on, we're walking out the door, and you'll love it for that. So you'll use it, I think, every day at home, but you'll definitely use it for travelling those weekends away, those holidays abroad, because it's so light to pack.
0.65 kilos it weighs, so it's not taking up any weight. You can see it's super compact, super lightweight. That foldable handle means it reduces the size right down. It's ready to use in 30 seconds. You've got that aluminium sole plate. It refreshes because it eliminates odours, as well as taking all those creases out as well.
Incredible value for money, £20 saving, but you need to check out your basket. baskets really quick. 10% of that stock already now sold out and gone. And using PayPal Pay in 3, £17.98 is the first of those 3 payments. Super excited about this because it's a product I absolutely love, and I know it'll be one of those products you think, oh my goodness, this is the best thing I ever bought. Why did they design this years ago? 974503 is your item number. Great gift. Perhaps you've got a student going off to university. Perhaps you know someone that travels loads. You could even put that in a backpack if you wanted to be the poshest backpacker.
Easily.
I mean, honestly. Oh, and our director's saying ties.
Oh,
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, because ties, and this is great on all fabrics.
Not that I've ever seen him in a tie. well,
just once. Oh, no, we haven't. You're right. No, we haven't. We definitely haven't.
But yeah,
it's because they all need ironing.
Yeah,
that's why.
Absolutely. And my little pants you can do in an instant.
Hey!
Now you do need to check your baskets through. Massively, massively busy. It's really lovely to have your company this morning. We've moved over. It's Polti. And for us, one of our products that we've had from Polti, we've had for 17 years. Honestly, the quality of Polti is fantastic. We didn't think they could improve the vacuums they'd already got, but when they bought out the D-Power, we were just like, wow.
There's so many features with this. This is the Forza Spira D-Power. The combined usual price is almost £330. We've got it for £149, and as a bonus, you're getting the mini powered brush included in the bundle.
Now, if you went to Polti, you'd buy that separately. £39.90. You have got it in your bundle. Bev was blown away and she was like, can you check? Because I really don't think that, honestly, it's in your deal, worth £40 virtually on its own, and your 24-hour deal is £149. Elsewhere, Polti, nearly 300.
But just for
Amazon,
the vacuum on its own?
200. Yes, that's true.
Yep.
So actually, no, so really it's £339.
It should be, yeah.
Or if you went to Amazon, you are talking, well,
almost 290, yeah.
I mean, that is fantastic. And do you know why it's so good? It's got brushless technology, so that promotes a greater performance. It's even more reliable. It's also got as well this incredible brain, really.
Well, on the auto mode,
yes,
it detects how much dirt's there.
So you know we always put things on turbo, and it has got a turbo button and it's got an eco button, but honestly you will find if you use it on the auto that it can detect how much dirt is on the ground, or if you're using it as the handheld, it detects the dirt and it will then use more power only when it needs it, so you're not wasting the battery. And once you've charged the battery, because it's completely cordless, up to 40 minutes.
Let's look at it. Well, when you see it in action, it's an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. You can use it on tiles, on laminates, on vinyl floors. You can use it on carpets. You don't have to change anything. It's completely cordless, and it's up to 40 minutes run time on one charge.
And any floor, hard floors, the carpets and rugs, but also take it as your handheld, take it out to the car, take it down to the summer house. It's so easy, it's lightweight as well. You'll love that powered brush head. You'll love how low it goes under the furniture. My mum was like, why has it got lights? And then she's like, those lights are great. You can see behind the door. You don't miss any of the dirt. But remember, the D-Power doesn't miss any of the dirt. Put it on that auto. It will detect how much dirt is on the ground, so it knows how much power to use. It is revolutionary, I think.
Now, 2 different item numbers. If you want it in green, 956930 is your item number. If you want it in red, your item number is 928472. Both come with a mini motorised powered brush, which you don't get elsewhere.
No.
It's a bonus, and our price is spectacular.
That mini power brush on its own is virtually £40. And if you're looking elsewhere, Polti themselves, just for the vacuum, is virtually £300. And then you're adding on another sort of £40 for the powered brush head. Our saving tonight is only for 24 hours. It's only up until midnight. Is phenomenal, and honestly I think it will change the way you vacuum, and of course charge it up so quickly and so easily, and 4 levels of filtration as well. It's fantastic. You're absolutely loving everything tonight. Great to have your company. We've got to move away from our D-Power vacuum because we've got to step back to our brand new product before it goes, because it's flying.
Absolutely. Oh, my word. 20% of the stock is already in baskets and checking through. We haven't even seen Bev with all the different fabrics she's going to show us and all the scenarios. We'll pop the details up. Look at this. It's a £20 saving. It's new today. it makes ironing simple because it's vertical.
And anywhere, it folds down, put it in your suitcase, take it on holiday. It knocks the crease. It actually starts steaming in 30 seconds. You press the button, 30 seconds and you're steaming. Things on hangers, items out your wardrobe that you want to wear now. Don't get the ironing board out and the big iron. Grab this. I use it every day of the week. It's in our dressing room now. It travels with us to work every single day. And you will not believe how lightweight but how powerful it is.
Let's see it, Bev. Let's get steaming. She's the steamy queen, is our Bev.
You've absolutely fallen in love with this, haven't you?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, I'm packing at the moment, and you can imagine.
I hope your packing's not like that, Bev.
Well, yeah, it is actually. Because everything's last minute, you know, you throw it in. But the thing is, how many of us in the past stood and ironed everything, then packed it, then got it out, and then went down to the host.
Used to, not anymore.
Have you got an iron?
Yeah.
I mean, I've once went in one hotel, they charged us €100 because they were frightened that we were going to take the iron away.
No way.
Yeah.
And usually in a hotel, when the iron eventually comes, it's so old, it spits all over your clothes.
Absolutely.
You're like, well, you don't even use it because you think, I'm not putting that near my clothes.
Exactly. So we all know why we like steam, because steam the creases just drop out. Again, I'm the same. I don't iron now like I used to do, where I used to stand, you know, for an hour ironing. I iron on the go.
A lot of us just don't have time now, do we?
And it's certainly changed the way that I iron now, because, like you've said, the weather is so changeable here that one day, I mean, this morning we had, you know, jumpers, rain, hail. By the afternoon, it was windy and
Someone
sunny.
said the other day, you know, they're de-icing the car in the morning, they're sunbathing in the afternoon, and they're putting the heating on at night because the weather is changing so much, isn't it?
Now, don't look away here, because we saw Bev do a little section of this shirt earlier on.
That.
It looks like you're painting
It's like a magic act, isn't it? You're like, how on earth? It just knocks those creases out.
Yeah, it does. But more importantly, because of how the boiler is configured and it produces the power of this steam, we haven't got steam going all over the place. We're utilising the steam that it makes, and so therefore it doesn't drip. So it's not running all down my arm.
Yeah, that's so true. And again, that's the quality of Polti. It's their knowledge of steam.
It is all about quality, isn't it, Bev?
Yeah.
It really...
But I mean, you know, to be able to sort of do something like that as quick as that. But what I like about this is, it's like using a pencil. It's sort of more directional.
Yes.
So when you're using it on things like this, I mean, we did a little with pleats and things. You tend to sometimes, with an iron more creases in than what you're actually taking out. But with this, you can actually get to press down the pleats and they lie in a natural position because it's more directional than the
So for you, with the wedding, you know, with loads of detail on the dress or the bridesmaids' dresses, you'd never dare put it on an ironing board. Like you say, you could completely wreck it, especially if it's got sequins and, you know, lots of detail.
Beads,
whereas this just knocks all the creases out without ruining the style, without adding extra creases.
Not crushing the fabric, because I'm just gliding that over this. You know, I mean, it's just literally...
Look at that.
You know,
I want the uncreased side. Why have I always got the bad side? Look how good that looks.
Right-handed.
No, you can have it. It's all yours. It's your hard work.
What material is that one, Bev?
This is cotton.
Yeah.
This is cotton.
Yeah.
So we saw cotton, we saw satin.
Yeah, we've got... But what about when you get on holiday and you get this out? It's something like this. Because the thing is, you know, we're buying all these types of skirts. I've noticed there's a lot of lace about this.
Yeah, there's a lot of this in, and it's sort of see-through from about there, isn't it? And if that's crease, that's going to look nasty,
Well, look worse, isn't it? But you wouldn't be able to iron that with a conventional iron.
No, and
I
definitely wouldn't put a hotel iron near.
No, nowhere near it. But also, because the iron, the size and how heavy they are, it would be awkward for you to actually iron. This is so lightweight, but not only that, I can get inside as well.
Underneath,
and let that steam.
If that was a blouse, you could be going up the arms sort of thing. And look at that, just knocking every last crease out. I think, you know, obviously clothes-wise, you'll use this all the time. You'll use it at home. You'll definitely use it for travel. It's been designed to fold down so you can put it into your suitcase. But you'll use it on your curtains. You'll use it on upholstery. You'll use it on your bedding. Yeah, it's so versatile. And when it's ready in 30 seconds, all of a sudden, it's done. And the other lovely thing is it refreshes as well.
Deodorizes at the same time. So you're deodorizing, but like you've said, because of how lightweight and easy it is, while you're in the bedroom, you probably think, oh, well, I'm probably going to wear that tomorrow. You know, oh, well, I'll just do the curtains while I'm here. Yeah. And not only that, you will actually help to knock the pollen off, which sticks to the fabric, because that's what steam will do.
I washed all our net curtains the other day, didn't I? And do you know what I did? I didn't get the board. I didn't try to iron them on the board. I hung them all back up on the windows, and I went round and I steamed them. And honestly, they're absolutely brilliant.
And then you are refreshing as well, aren't you?
You are. And that's the thing, you see. And also, if you've got sort of a heavy iron and you're finding it difficult to be able to pick that iron up, then you want something that's lightweight. But because you've got Polti, you're confident in knowing full well that this is going to do the job and do it well.
And it's going to do it, Bev, on all materials, isn't it? So if it's delicate like a satin or a silk, but then if it's a heavier cotton.
Yeah, I had a question about linen as well, Bev.
Yeah, linen,
all right,
you can use it on. I mean, also...
all fabrics, really, isn't it?
You know, all fabrics. Yeah. I mean, these shorts, they're cotton. You know, and you think to yourself as well, I'd have to lie those on the board. Then if you got the iron too hot, you'd probably have the shape of the pocket. But, you know, you could just lie them flat.
And how often have you tried to do that with a proper iron? You don't want to get the board out, so you try and iron it on your bed and you singe something or you create a right mess.
Or
and whereas this, that's brilliant, Bev.
Yep. So, I mean, that's just literally taken me seconds just to do that one leg. But, as I say, the time I'm saving by not having to iron them twice. Yeah. Because, like you've said, we don't iron them until we need them.
Yeah. Absolutely, honestly, when I pack for holidays now, and I did used to stand and iron and put it straight into the suitcase.
What a waste of time.
Take it on holiday, you'd get it out of the suitcase, it was all creased, and you're like, why did I stand there for an hour ironing it all? I don't now, I just put it straight in the suitcase, pack this.
Now we are on holiday.
And when you want to wear something, you get your steamer out and you do it in an instant. That's going to be brilliant.
That's bad, isn't it?
That's very tropical.
It's very bright, actually.
Could you hold that side for me,
I certainly could.
I'm just doing this for this purposes. I mean, normally I'd put it on a hanger, like, okay. But
from behind.
Let's go and
look at that.
Inside.
And lots of us have got these outfits for holidays.
Oh, that's great.
And they're often actually, especially if you buy from a place I buy a lot of my holidays things from, they're quite a light material that creases really badly. Yeah, but look in an instant.
Look at that.
That's great.
Isn't that fantastic?
Absolutely.
Look at the bottom where you haven't done it.
I think, and that is what I should be doing with a wedding dress. I will actually put the steamer inside the dress and let the steam come from inside out. But I mean, it's just, that was literally seconds to be able to do that. I mean, it's fantastic.
It just saves you so much time. You're not ironing everything before you go away or before you put it away in the wardrobe.
Absolutely.
I don't now. I get it out, I grab this and I steam it, and you're out the door in an instant, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. And the thing is, I mean, you might have a job where you probably, I don't know, work Monday to Friday down London or somewhere like that, and you have to take 3 or 4 outfits.
Yes.
You know, I also find it very useful because of the warm weather. I've been changing over my winter stuff for my summer stuff now. So the linen trousers, I've just gone over, lay them on the bed and just gone straight over.
And if you do, I know some people sort of put their winter things away, put their summer things away and then get them out. And things can get a little bit musty, can't they?
Yeah.
And again, because it's steam, you're deodorising, you're refreshing. Yeah. So you're getting rid of those sort of musty
This is
smells.
So good on all your different fabrics, remember. You can see Bev's resting it on the bed there to do more, but on a hanger, it's brilliant on all your different hangers. So many of you are going for this already. £17.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments, 974,503. We're already approaching a quarter of the stock gone on. It's brand new.
You will not be disappointed. I think lots of you multi-ordering, look at that. Buying for yourself, but you're also buying as gifts. If you've got anybody that travels, it's going to be a great gift for them. If you've got a student going off to university, they're not going to want to take an ironing board and an iron. But if they're going for a job interview, you know, to try and get the balance with costs and things while they're away at university, they want to look smart. They don't want to go in a creased shirt. And honestly, in 30 seconds, you can be ironing absolutely anything. But not just your clothes. Do your curtains, do your upholstery. It's
refresh
brilliant.
Cushions,
Brilliant.
things such as that. For me, not only the outside of jackets, the lining, because you've always got a really nice lining on a jacket.
And it's really
underneath the
difficult.
armpits as well. If you wear a jacket, sometimes it can be a bit smelly.
He's smelling much fresher tonight.
Honestly, I've been steamed. But this is my favourite that we did a little bit earlier on the satin. Not seen it on satin before, and you can see how it's literally dropping those creases out. Big hello to Sam, who's just bought his.
And Ryan off TikTok.
Oh, Ryan on TikTok, Mark. We're everywhere tonight.
And he's just bought his. We've had questions about materials. Honestly, all materials, whether it's silk or satin or cotton, or whether it's denim.
Oh, we've got linen coming up in a little while. If someone asks about linen.
And wherever you are, you can have this with you. Whether you're travelling, whether it's a holiday, whether you're going to a wedding for a couple of days, whether it's a weekend away. Hotel irons can be an absolute nightmare. They can be awful, but they also can be a nightmare to actually get, and you've got to wait for someone to deliver it. I never pack iron things anymore.
No.
I used to stand and iron, you know, for a good hour before we went on holiday, put it all in the suitcase, and then be devastated when I took it out in the hotel and everything's creased. Put this into your bag, take it with you, and knock all those creases out. Honestly, it's brilliant. £20 saving. It's only going to be as long as the stock is there. And please, hand on heart, I think you'll be like me. Once you've used this once,
you'll love it. You'll absolutely
You'll use it every day of the week.
Yeah.
You'll put things away creased, and when you take them out of the wardrobe, you'll steam them and knock those creases out with your Polti Vaporella Hand Styler. And it really is a steamer like you won't quite believe. Quick, powerful, ultra lightweight, ready in 30 seconds, and works on all fabrics. We absolutely love it.
We do. It's a Polti special that we've got for you tonight. If you do want the steamer, as Hayley said, 974503 is your item number there. And it is Polti all night for you tonight. We've got Polti floor care. We've got a Polti coffee machine. You'll find everything on the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone as well. Remember, 03333 241 241. But when it comes to Polti and vacuums, this is the Polti D-Power. Now, we have it available in red or in green. They come under different item numbers. This is a vacuum that's intelligent, isn't it?
It is. It's a vacuum that's worth £200 odd, £299 if you went to Polti themselves. It's a vacuum which I didn't believe Polti could make a better vacuum than they'd already got. And then they bought this out, the D-Power. And the D-Power, it has this brain. So it can actually, if you have it on auto, it detects how much dirt is on the ground. So it will use more power only when it needs it. So when it sees more dirt, it goes to
Powers
turbo.
up.
When it knows there's less dirt, it then goes back to the eco. It allows
there's no battery waste.
Yeah. To get the most out of your battery. It's so brilliantly made.
And it is completely cordless, remember?
Yes,
and once you've charged it, up to 40 minutes of cordless cleaning. And the bonus that we've got for you tonight, you're getting the mini powered brush. Now, normally you buy that with us or you buy it at Polti. It's £39.90. We're including it on a 24-hour deal or while stocks last. So the red option is 928472. There's a green option available as well. Comes under a different item number, but you'll find it all on the website.
It's an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. It's so cleverly designed. It's got a brushless motor as well. So what it will do is it will have the ultimate sort of a reliability, and it really does allow you to get the best out of all your cleaning, whether that's down in the summer house, whether that's out of the car, or whether that's in your home, because it's so versatile.
Shall we get cleaning? Let's get cleaning. We're keeping Bev very busy tonight. We really are. We're going to get you with the vacuum now. You came in tonight and you were like, no, you can't be giving that powered brush away.
No,
not at that price.
I know.
We are.
They've got that very wrong. In fact, that powered brush is usually, I know they've got it on offer at the moment, is usually $49.95.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Fabulous.
So, I mean, it's not just, if I may, thank you. It's motorised. It's from by a motor. It's not just a normal brush that goes by suction, but also, if you notice this...
That's such a clever design.
Yeah, it moves to the shape of whatever you're vacuuming. Now, I'll tell you where it really comes into its own, inside the car. Because I don't know what they make car mats of, but it's certainly nothing
really
that's
coarse.
So true, that.
Ever so coarse. I love that for that.
Yeah, and the more you run along backwards and forwards...
So true.
It creates the static and it holds that stuff, whatever it is.
But with that, it powers it all on, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, I have never known, in all the years I've worked with Polti, the value of these two ever for them to incorporate this.
Well, if you do go elsewhere to buy this, it's not the deal we're getting tonight. Definitely get it now. Bev honestly was like, this is not right. If you go to Polti themselves, and this is just for the vacuum, and that then comes with one attachment, which gives you the crevice tool and the dusting tool.
That's a two-in-one, isn't it?
£299.
Yep.
So the deal we've got, you need to add on nearly another 40, so that's virtually £340. Amazon do great prices, 250 there, but you need to add on another 40, so really £290 for what we're doing for 149.
You're saving more than you're spending on the Polti. £149 is the price. We also have PayPal Pay in 3, so you can split the cost across 3 interest-free payments, £51.98 on your first of 3 payments. That's if you're paying online with your PayPal account. So 956930 in the green option, and the red option you can see at the bottom of the screen, 928472.
24-hour deal, only till midnight tonight. 2 colour options. The details, like Sean said, they're all on the screen there, but you do need to check your baskets out. I will warn you, the lowest in stock is the red option. So if you do want the red, make sure you check that through really, really quickly.
Now, let's have a look, Bev, in the green, because it doesn't matter what floor surface. If we've got anyone who's struggling to order, it's really simple. It's really straightforward. You just need the item number. Don't put a message in the message box on our website. You need to do it yourself. Go through to the website, shopontvlive.co.uk, choose whichever item you want, and it'll talk you through the process.
Put it into your basket. It's really easy, the process to get through. Check it out, and then it'll be on its way. So don't message us to order. You need to go onto our website or jump onto the phones if that's easy, whatever you'd rather. But Bev, we were blown away when they bought this vacuum out, weren't we?
Thinking, I mean, I know my maths isn't that good, but actually you're getting this for the vacuum for £99, really.
Yeah, I daren't say that earlier because I thought it might upset you. Because I know you were like, it's not meant to come with that. And I did. I looked at it, I was like, oh, well, if you take the powered brush head off, which is, you know, normally...
Stop talking about it. Start cleaning. Stop talking about it.
Yeah, but you're right, yeah.
Right. Shall we show you then?
Yeah, show me.
Shall we switch it on? Well, I like this one, OK? Auto. Listen.
Oh, do you hear that?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
That is a crisp clean, isn't it?
Isn't that lovely? Look at that line all the way.
Edge to edge.
Edge to edge.
It knowing how much power it... Did you hear it power up when it hit the dirt?
We'll do it again in a minute. Look at the fact that it's not scattered either side.
No, it hasn't blown. A lot of vacuums blow, don't they? Yeah.
Now, we all had a brush system, didn't we, before? We don't now. We have a brushless system.
Right.
But it's a special type of brush, if you like, with no bristles. That's how special it is. But if you notice, it's got different lengths and different types of material.
Oh, right, yes.
Yep, different ones. That one's coarse.
Ah, yes.
That one's a bit sort of medium, and that's soft. That means it will pick up any size of dirt.
Brilliant.
So whether microscopic tiny bits of dust you can't see or the larger pieces of debris, it will also pick up. Because brushes, there is a small percentage of a brush which will scatter debris, and therefore you're forever chasing it. Also, you've got the same material around the edge, because that also helps to pick up all those fine particles.
Oh, it's like it locks it all in, doesn't it?
Yeah, keeps it in. But also, pet hair. Now what this does, as you're going over hair, whether it's yours or pets, it actually rolls it into a little ball and then it gets sucked into here. So it's very good at picking up hair.
Great.
Right.
And I bet it helps cut down how much hair gets tangled around the brush,
Yeah,
which can
absolutely,
happen as well
yeah,
because
because
of the way
it goes in
works.
there.
Yeah.
So when you switch it on, okay, first of all, this is on eco button. Now what the eco button will do, it'll save you energy and also slows the running time down of your vacuum battery. But it doesn't slow down the performance, okay?
So it still does the
Yep.
same
Still does
pickup.
the job.
Picking up beautifully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still does the job. But you've also got a maximum, which is that one.
Can hear it,
okay?
can't you? Yeah.
So you can hear the change. So I would use maximum on carpet, okay? Or dense piles. Even rugs you can use this on. And then the last one is auto. Now I'm not going to say anything, but just listen,
Okay.
okay?
So clever, isn't it?
Isn't it? Now
So
that's
it detects the dirt and it used more
up.
power
the
when it
infrared
needed to.
sensor at the front.
Amazing.
Detects the dirt that's down there, dirt that you can't always see. It will increase the suction power to be able to pick up those fine particles of dust, and then once it's satisfied that that's been removed, it will take it back down to its original level.
Right.
Now one of the better reasons for that is you're not wasting battery power. Because normally, if you've got it on maximum all the time,
It drains
you just think,
quicker,
oh, well, I'll
doesn't
do
it?
it.
Yeah.
And I think we
can
do
use
do
the
that,
battery,
don't we?
yeah.
Just, oh, just put it on maximum, you
Yeah.
know, it'll be better. When it doesn't need that, but actually, because of that infrared light, it detects by itself, there you go again, when it actually needs
Look at that.
more power.
Before you even get there, it's taking up all that dirt, that debris. And that brush is really clever that it's got in there, along with that technology. Remember, up to 40 minutes run time on one charge. For us, that would be the entire house, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily, absolutely. Remember, it's only a 24-hour deal and we're massively busy on this. Tallies up to normally, well, with us at £330, if you went to Polti, for the deal you're getting, because you're getting the small powered brush head, £340, you're getting at £149. We can't believe this price.
And you're not changing anything, going from
Nope.
one floor to another, are you, Beth?
Automatically changes to the floor surface it's vacuuming. And as you can see, you know, you can do carpets, you can do hard floors, you can do...
And this is quite a
laminate.
nasty carpet to
It's an
vacuum,
awful
isn't it?
carpet.
It's one of them carpets that you just know is going to be a nightmare, but it even picks up brilliantly on here. And hasn't it got 4 levels of filtration?
4 levels of...
I don't think I've known a vacuum with
Yeah.
4 levels of
It's
filtration.
actually got 2 levels of HEPA filter.
Wow.
Gosh,
So 2 HEPA
really
filters,
fine.
1 mesh and 1 metal filter.
Brilliant.
So what the HEPA filter, I mean, could it possibly miss? It's got a mesh in
The others are going to grab it.
Everything is washable.
Great.
Great.
So you can wash it. Now, when you wash them, just let them dry naturally. You know, don't stick them on a radiator or direct heat because, unfortunately, you know, they shrink. All filters will do that, regardless of what vacuum cleaner you've got. Now, I just want to go
Bev,
to...
the red option, we're approaching 20% of the entire stock sold out and gone.
Wow.
It's a 24-hour offer. The idea for 24-hour offers is they last for 24 hours. But that stock is depleting really quickly. It happens a lot, actually, when we have a special deal like this, and often it will go in the 3 hours of the show. So please check your baskets out. It stands on its own.
Freestanding.
Ours
yeah,
doesn't. You have to
freestanding.
lean it and it falls over.
Always falls
all the
over,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, and hits you in the back usually. But I mean, freestanding, you've got it. And I'll let you into a little secret. This is mine that I use at home.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that says
Yeah.
it all. When
Yeah.
Bev can choose whatever vacuum
Yeah.
she wants, really.
I have to say, I mean, I've got a mixture of floors, mainly hard floors. I've got an indoor cat and an outdoor cat.
Say pool then. I've got an indoor pool and
How I wish. But the indoor cat, I mean, honestly, we have the championship of cat litter. I mean, she even manages to get it all the way up to the hall. So, I mean, you know, but I know with this, even the big pieces it will pick
And
up.
the nice thing with things like cat litter is the actual dirt bin is all washable, isn't it?
Yeah,
so if
everything.
you do pick up anything that's a little bit nasty like
Yeah.
cat litter.
Oh.
Oh, Bev.
Emptying it.
So you're going to empty out, obviously, into the bin.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've put that on the really awful carpet.
I know, it's awful, isn't it? Terrible.
And then you could wash the actual bin out, which is brilliant.
So going from one carpet surface to another. Remember, it's not just an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. You can get up high and down low. That's
Brilliant.
pretty good. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I just say, you know.
I did think you'd have a little bit of a struggle because it is just one of those carpets.
That's just gone straight through the middle.
A bit like you were saying about the car mats. It's that sort of material, these carpets, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, a real nightmare to try and vacuum them, whereas that's vacuumed brilliantly.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I think the best part about this is the fact is, because being only 5'3", obviously, and I don't clean in my heels, not very often, you know, thing is, I like the idea that I can now pop the tool on the end, and now I can reach right up to my ceiling.
And your feet are firmly on the ground, even if you need to get that cobweb that's right up there.
Yeah.
It's not heavy either, is it, Bev? So it doesn't weigh you down because of the weight of it. So you can clean up high without being weighed down.
Absolutely. And also, you've got aluminium pole. Good quality.
The quality again.
You know, you've got your dusting brush, which sits on the end.
So that's a dusting brush and a crevice tool.
Yeah, and a crevice tool as well. So you've got both things. But what I like about this as well, your handheld one, okay? So you take this off, and then what you do is, you can then go and put your larger one back on, says she. Right, wait a minute. You take that bit.
Hey.
Thank you. There we go.
That's them nails again.
A little
Yeah, she's got posh nails.
when you've got them and they're new, just get a bit of furniture polish or something, I'll put a little bit of Vaseline on.
Oh, right, to make them a little bit
just
easier.
around there, just to make them easier. When they're new, it makes it easier. So now you can pop that on, okay? You've got all that power in your brush. Go and do your stairs with that.
I love that for the stairs.
Or your mattresses.
Yeah.
Or your three-piece suite. Or the pet bed. Or the cat. Now, if you think to yourself how much a handheld one is, you can pay £79 just for a handheld one.
Easily.
Nowhere near 29.5 volts.
I was just going to say, it won't have
with all that
power
technology. Remember, you've got a brushless motor, you've got that sensor that recognises how much dirt is down on the floor. You can see it here in the red option. 928472 is your item number. If you want the green option, it's 956930. It's a 24-hour offer, or while stocks last.
Now, the red, we've got the lowest in stock, but actually the green, a vast amount of that stock has sold out and gone. I think about 20% of the stock has already gone on that green. Remember, if you have it on eco, it then detects the amount of power it needs to use. So clever, so you don't waste the battery power. So allowing you so quickly and so easily to get all that cleaning done without needing to recharge the battery up to a 40-minute run time. Love the lights. Allows you, my mum was like, why has it got lights? And she's like, those lights are great. You can see behind the door. Sometimes you'll vacuum and the light will come through the window. You think, oh, I've missed a bit. You'll never miss a bit with this vacuum. Not with the lights, no. Because it's got the lights so you see, but actually it's got that infrared light. So the actual vacuum detects the dirt as well.
The dirt. It's so clever. And it's such a great price, remember. If you're buying it elsewhere, you're not getting that bonus, the extra little motorised brush, and you're not getting this kind of price either. That's why it's a 24-hour offer that we've got for you. It's red or green, your options. What did you pay at Polti right now, just for the vacuum, without that tool? £299.
Well, actually, you need to add on £39.90.
Yeah,
and actually, the turbo brush is normally £49.90. I do believe they've got it on offer at £39.90. So that's now £340 for what we're doing for £149. Or you could go to Amazon. They've got a bit of a deal, £250 there. But then again, you haven't got the turbo brush, so you'll need to add on another £40 practically. So nearly £290 with Amazon. With us, £149, only until midnight tonight. The green choice, I'm afraid 20% of that stock has already sold out and gone. Oh, sorry, the red choice, 20% of the stock has sold out and gone. And you have got the green option available for you as well. But what you must do is check your baskets through. It is a slightly different item number for the colours, but exactly the same deal and the same extra with the turbo brush worth practically £40.
And you'll see the different item numbers on the website, like you say. So shopontvlive.co.uk, take a little look and scroll through to the live show. And when you go to the live show, you'll see all the products that we've got tonight. You'll also see our live YouTube feed. You can click and subscribe, and then you can catch up on all our previous shows. You can also send us a message, as long as you don't want it answered.
Yeah, you can't. And don't try and order in that box. You need to go down to the product, put it into your basket, and check that basket through. And we're busy on absolutely everything. The coffee machine you are absolutely loving, and we are exactly the same. When Polti brought this machine out, we were blown away with how compact it was, how beautifully made it was. But we did think, because it was a compact machine, we're like, oh, it's an espresso maker.
Yeah.
It only does a small black coffee.
No.
But it's not. This is so versatile.
Well, it does. It has a milk frother on there, so you can do all your favourite milky drinks, your cappuccinos, your lattes, your flat whites.
And though it comes with all those pods, you get 54 pods, and they are 100% single origin coffee, which is just beautiful. You can even use your favourite filtered coffees as well to create the base to any coffee, which is our espresso.
The espresso, that's where it all starts. So you'll start with your espresso shot that you can see there, and then you can also use your favourite ground coffee if you don't want to use the pods.
And then use the milk frother and make your cappuccinos, make your lattes. Honestly, it is so versatile. The milk frother has 2 settings, so you can make really frothy milk for a cappuccino, but then a latte or a flat white or perhaps a hot chocolate, you want a more textured milk, so you have a second setting for that. It's very much a one-button machine as well. It's so easy to use. My mum's neighbour bought one of these, and oh my goodness, she's had everybody round for coffee. She absolutely loves it. And she's got a really busy kitchen, and it fits beautifully.
Because it's compact.
It's about the size, really, of a toaster, isn't it? It's amazing.
It's really compact, and it's really stylish as well. You can see all the accessories that you see in there come included. If you do need to use your tamper, if you're using your favourite ground coffee, it's all in there for you. You're getting 54 of those pods. If you want extra pods, they're available on the website.
And they're compostable as well, we must remember, which is brilliant.
Very good for the environment, And just to give you an idea of coffee costs, I mean, and these are quite generous. If you buy a coffee on the high street that costs you £3 a cup, well, the cost of the coffee in the machine is about 50p. So you could save £2.50 per coffee. £10 for every 4 coffees. The offer is only £149 with 54 of those pods, and that means saving £10 a week on the coffee you buy in a coffee shop. You'll have paid for the bundle in 15 weeks.
And I think you'll buy more than 4 coffees a week, so I think it'll pay for itself a lot quicker. And I think we've been very generous with the coffee prices. I'm hearing how much our director spends on coffee. Honestly, it will very quickly pay for itself. Grab that while the stock is available. It's very much like that for everything, actually. It is a Polti night. We've got Bev with us. We've got a brand new product for us. This is the Vaporella. This is the handheld styler. It's a steamer. We had a vast amount of stock. Stock-wise, are you ready? 40% of the stock has sold out and gone. This is so versatile. It folds down, so take this everywhere, whether you're going on holiday, whether you're going to a hotel for a weekend, whether you're going away for a wedding. This is allowing you, when you go away for work for a couple of days, to put it into your suitcase. For me now, and this is hand on heart, I used to stand and iron for an hour, put it into my suitcase, take it away, undo the suitcase at the hotel, be devastated that everything was completely creased. Now I don't. I put everything in the suitcase unironed. I take this and it knocks the creases out of all fabric.
Yeah, you saw that. It literally drops those creases out for you. The power of the steam. It also eliminates the odours. So if you want to refresh a jacket that you've worn once or twice, you want to refresh those armpits, it's brilliant for that.
Yeah, or perhaps you're wearing a different aftershave and it's smelling of the aftershave you wore the last time you wore the jacket. It will eliminate those smells, but also knock those creases. Not only out of your clothes, you'll use this around the home. Mine's in my dressing room every single day, but then we pack it and bring it here. every single day. I always take it on holiday. But the other day, and it's great for curtains and things, I washed all the net curtains and I didn't stand and iron those net curtains on an ironing board. I actually hung them all back up straight away as soon as they were dry, and I steamed them. And honestly, you'll do the same. Perhaps you've got a spare bedroom and perhaps it's always your mum that comes, so you don't change the bed every time she comes, but you want to refresh that bed, or perhaps it looks a little bit creased. It'll be great for actually sort of steaming the duvet and the pillows
just refreshing
on the bed.
Everything.
So it looks all pristine and completely freshly ironed.
All the different fabrics you want to use it on, you can. It's feature packed for the smallest little item, compact and lightweight, less than a kilo, 0.65 of a kilo.
For packing, that's great.
For travelling and for holidays.
Actually, for using it, it's so lightweight.
Yeah, if you
don't
struggle
like a heavy iron.
with a heavy iron, with all that water in there, the great thing is it's nice and lightweight. The other thing I love is it's steam ready in 30 seconds. That aluminium sole plate is great, perfect for ironing all your different fabrics, as we said, and refreshing fabrics and refreshing curtains and refreshing bedding, like you just said.
Lots of messages coming in. Penny's just bought it. She can't wait to get it home. Michael's already got it.
Good
he
work.
took it to Spain. Absolutely.
Well, you would.
Oh, absolutely, honestly, hand on heart, it travels with us everywhere. We would not be without it. And once you've used it once, you'll be like me. And now I don't iron my clothes before I put them into the wardrobe, because they get creased in the wardrobe. My wardrobe is just too jam-packed.
It is.
I won't throw anything away. So I just put it in the wardrobe, put it in the drawers, grab it out, want to wear it, ready to go in 30 seconds. You've knocked the creases out. I mean, it's like a magic trick, this. The creases just knock out.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
And you're out the door in a freshly
And you'd be
ironed
worried
outfit.
about a fabric like that anyway.
Yes,
satin.
yeah.
And then we've got cotton here. The great thing about this, with all those pleats in there, is that you're not ironing more creases in, which is what
so
I do if you do it on a board.
And again, because it is just the power of steam, it's kinder to your clothes and the materials. I think your clothes last longer when you just use steam on them. It means you can do saris and really nice evening dresses that got loads of sequin detail and with, or, you know, loads of different threads and things, embroidery. It's not going to ruin, because it's purely the power of Polti steam. So we are talking steam that will work on any materials, but also it's the steam at the right temperature, so it's not dripping, it's not running down your arm. It is purely steam.
It's quality,
knocking those
isn't it? When it comes to Polti, we have a great range of Polti products here. Bev brings us
and we have
some
at
fabulous
home.
products. Yeah, we do. Yeah,
One of our products is 17 years old. Honestly, Polti's products are absolute quality.
And look at that coming from the back of the fabric, but it's just showing you those creases literally dropping away. Maybe you're getting your summer wardrobe out, as you can see here.
And I don't know why so often your summer outfits, like these little short outfits, I've bought a lot. Yeah, they make them in a material. I think they make them so they're affordable, but the material creases really badly. And with this, you see, just knocks those creases out. So don't iron before you pack. Pack and take this with you, and just iron as you go. Now, that handle folds round.
Yeah, it does.
So
it folds
really
completely
compact.
flat, yeah. You've got to check out your basket if you want to get hold of this. It's brand new with us today.
40%.
Oh, my word. 974503 is the item number. If you want to use PayPal, you can use PayPal as long as you've got a PayPal account. £17.98 on your first of 3 payments. If you pay online, shopontvlive.co.uk. Obviously, we're not showing you. We have the Queen of Polti and the Queen of Steam
we do.
to show us what a variety of materials you'll use.
Absolutely. I mean, I love linen, you know, and I've just sort of getting my summer stuff out now, and, you know, instead of having to take it and wash it and iron it and all the rest of it, I'm deodorising it by using the steam. You know, as well. And it's just as good on the linen. I mean, anything that's a bit stubborn, you think to yourself as well, it's never going to manage that. But it's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't know about you, but you know when people say, oh, they get on holiday, oh, just hang it up in the bathroom and the creases will drop out.
Oh, it's never ever worked for me.
No,
no.
Never in my entire life have I ever seen creases drop out when I've hung anything in the bathroom.
No.
And even if you haven't got a great sort of a wardrobe in the hotel where you're staying, just a hook on the door, or even you hanging, you could hold the hanger, and then you've got the steamer in the other hand. It's super lightweight, and the job is done in an absolute instant. And linen can be a real nightmare.
Look at that on the top,
Wow.
my word.
I mean, this is pure linen. I mean, it's just...
Look at my creasy bit.
I know, you've all
that's a
got all
mess.
Yeah, I always get the
creasy
bad
I
side.
know, it's terrible, isn't it?
And then perhaps you've worn this once and it's
Yeah.
a little bit woofty.
Woofty?
Woofty, is that a word?
I don't think that's a word.
A bit smelly under the armpit.
Whiffy?
Whiffy, that was it. It was a mixture of 2 words, perhaps,
Yeah, I don't know
or
what-
3,
yeah, I don't know where
or
you come
4.
from there.
And,
Also,
and it'll deodorise,
Yeah,
won't it?
you
So
deodorate,
under
yeah.
the armpits, or perhaps you've got a
Absolutely.
smell of perfume or
I
aftershave.
also find it's a lot more definite and easier than a point of an iron on things like this, on where
Yes.
the seams are. You know, so if you want to go along the seam, you're not creating more creases into it.
You do that with a lot of fabric, don't you? If you
Yeah.
do it on a board, you end up putting more creases in.
Exactly, yeah,
For
exactly.
me, we bought this originally for travelling because I was sick of getting on holiday after I'd ironed for an hour before I'd packed, and then
Yep.
you get a holiday, it's all creased. But I do honestly, and this is the absolute truth, use this virtually every day of the week because
Yeah.
I don't iron and put things away. I put things
No, I
away
don't,
clean. I iron them when I wear them. I'll take them out, grab
Yep.
this. This is in my dressing room when it's not in our suitcase to come
Yeah.
to work. And as quick as that, you've got an outfit to put on.
Well, exactly. And the thing is, you're not wasting time stood at an ironing board, ironing all the time. And then, like you
And then
say,
on the train.
because we may have too many clothes in the wardrobe.
Quite a lot in the
yeah.
wardrobe.
We all have different
both the same,
lifestyles,
these
don't
two.
we? You might still iron, for an hour a week and then put it away. But how often do you get something out and it's got a crease in it? This
Yeah.
is what you'll grab to knock the crease out. For holidays, you will, even if you love to stand and iron, you will get this to take away on holiday. Because if you like pristine-looking clothes,
Well,
that's
yeah,
that's what you want when you're
Well,
away
I would
as
go down
well.
to dinner in something like that, you know, no matter where I was,
Yeah.
because you just don't feel
No.
right. I
No.
don't feel dressed,
Yeah.
you know.
And so often hotels don't have irons now, or you have to ask for the iron, and when it arrives, it's like vintage, isn't it?
I
Like
tell you, that place I stayed in, they wanted €100 as a safety.
case
in
you
case you took it.
I looked at
She
the
looks
iron
dodgy,
and I thought,
doesn't she?
it's not worth €100.
I wouldn't give
Brilliant.
you €10.
I bet they wanted to buy a new one. They were hoping you were going to take
I was going to say. But also, I'll tell you something else that I've found it was very good for. I've just recently brought a couple of pair of trousers to take with me on holiday this time. And they're this type of material, which looks like they're creased, but it's not.
Oh,
Right,
See
yeah.
the different
Yeah,
lines
yeah.
that's in
Is it a police
Now,
safe,
if you
police
put
safe?
a hot, heavy iron onto that, you would flatten it, and
Right,
it
and
would
it's
lose
supposed
its,
to be
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're supposed to be there. And then because you know you might have flattened this bit,
Then
then,
you've
the
got to try
iron
and flat-
wasn't quite as hot that bit, and therefore it's ruined it. And the actual garment can look old before its time.
Yeah.
But when you're using this, because you're using it as a vertical steamer, you're not applying that pressure. All you're applying is the steam. So it's getting rid of the creases, but it's keeping
The actual style of the
the
outfit.
style of the outfit.
The pleats
Yeah.
that were in that outfit. So often you can spoil an outfit so often with a really hot iron because
Yeah.
you can make it shiny, you can sort of melt really the material, whereas when you're working with steam it really just refreshes, it knocks the creases out. I think sometimes with some materials, especially things like velvet as well, you'll
Yeah.
notice it more. It sort of brings the material back to life. And
Yeah.
look how great that looks to my side.
And you don't
again.
have to worry about embellishments either, do you?
No,
Not
yeah.
at all. You can
So
go straight
sequins
onto
or
that.
any sort
Yeah.
of detail that's perhaps threading or embroidery, doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter because you're not using, you know, because a lot
These
of the
things
things that
do annoy
causes
me.
the damage on fabric is friction. And so you've got a heavy iron that's hot and you're going backwards and
Yes.
forwards and it's friction. With this, because you've only got a light iron, it's vertical, the steam you're producing that's coming out is powerful enough to get rid of the creases. Also, the heat of the temperature is good enough to deodorize things.
Whoa, look
But
at that steam.
Let me just move to the front of the bed because I did start a little bit at the beginning of the show. But as you can see, it's quite badly creased down here. Well, while I'm doing my bits of ironing that I need to pack, I think, well, I'll refresh the bed. Or, you know, the creases where the pillowcase, I probably, because again, I wash them and put them away, and then just take them out as I need them. But you know, look at that.
That's amazing.
Look
And so
at the
often,
difference.
you might have ironed that before you put it on, but as soon as you put it on, you end up creasing it to pieces. And then in an instant, it looks really freshly ironed again. Or perhaps you've got a spare bedroom and perhaps it's only your brother that comes and stays in it every so often, or your mum or your dad. And so you don't change the bed every time they come, but then you want to refresh it.
Yeah.
You're doing exactly that. You're refreshing that bed, you're knocking the creases out, you use it on the duvet, use it on the pillows, so the room looks pristine again,
Yeah,
doesn't
it really does. Now, just heard 50% of the stock now on the
Yay.
Styler, a brand new
how easy
stock.
is
It's flying out the door, Bev. Brilliant price. We've got £20 off the usual price, 974,503. Doesn't matter what you're using it on, to refresh, to steam, to make those creases just disappear and drop out.
It is absolutely phenomenal. Every home should have one. Everybody should have one. Perhaps lots of you multi-ordering, and I think you are thinking about, perhaps you've got a student going off to university. They don't want to take an iron and an ironing board. They're not going to use it, are they? But if they're going for a job interview, they're going to try and get some money in whilst they're, studying. They're not going to go to a job well, they might go with a crease shirt if they haven't got something to iron. When this is so quick and easy, they'll iron that shirt. 30 seconds, you're ready to go. Remember, the handle folds all the way round, so then you can put it into the little silk bag. Take this away on holiday with you. Don't iron your clothes before you put them in the suitcase. Iron them when you get there, as you wear them, because again, in 30 seconds, it's ready to go. I use mine every single day of the week because I now don't iron and put away in the cupboard because my things get all creased in the cupboards.
Because your cupboards are too full.
Yeah, I won't throw anything away. So I squeeze it and it's all like a So again, I just grab something out, I iron it on the hanger, and in an instant it's done. But not just clothes, because the curtains, I did
Refreshing
the neck curtains the other day.
Yeah, once you've washed them, just steam over the top of it and you get a great result.
Hang on, straight back
You've
up.
seen how the creases just drop out, and it doesn't matter what fabrics we're talking about. We've gone from satins to linens. The easiest way to find everything is the website, but you've got to be quick with this styler. Shopontvlive.co.uk is the easiest way to shop. When you scroll down, you see all the live items. The Polti special we've got for you. Brand new styler, a brand new 24-hour deal on the Fuzzaspira D-Power vacuum.
And that is incredible value for money. We don't think it should have been the deal you've got. We don't think you should have got that extra powered brush head with that. It's worth nearly £40, that powered brush head. So please grab that offer whilst it's there. We have got that powered brush head available if you want it. Normally, now I'll be absolutely honest with you, Bev was saying normally with Polti it's $49.90. They've got £10 off, so it's $39.90. We've got it on offer, so if you have got the D-Power and you want the powered brush head, we've got it reduced
to $29.90, so it's on a real special. Gary saw it actually.
Yeah, and that's why our combined value is, as you see it there, at £330. But actually, if you went to Polti, you would be spending £340 because we've got a discount on it individually if you want to buy it. We always like to try and bring you the best deals, and that's exactly what you're getting tonight. At £149, and please do, if you're going for the D-Power, check those baskets through. Check out the coffee maker as well. It's all Polti, and when you buy Polti, you buy quality.
You certainly do. And we've got some clips of film to show you with the styler that show you how those creases just drop out. They just disappear. Whether it's satin, whether it's linen, whether it's cotton,
whether it's denim,
it doesn't matter.
Whether it's a suit jacket, whether it's a blouse, it makes no odds. Honestly, absolutely incredible product to knock the creases out of any clothes or curtains, or we've been doing bedding as well. Because it's so compact and lightweight, it's easy to use. The handle folds round, so it's really lightweight and easy to pack as well. It's only 0.65 kilograms, so for packing it's great, but it's light to use.
Look at that.
It's like a magic trick, that. Because all of a sudden the creases have just gone, haven't they? And the thing I love with just using steam on items like this is you don't ruin the material. So often, if you've got an iron with a really hot sole plate, sometimes with something like this, you'll put more creases in it for a start. But you can sort of melt the materials so they go shiny. You can see the pockets through things. You've got a V-neck jumper. You can see the V on the back. When you actually just knock creases out with steam, it's so much kinder to your clothes. and I think they will last so much longer. That's what I find, is my clothes stay newer. I've got items in my wardrobe that are donkey's years old but still look new because they've never had a really hot iron on them. I've only ever steamed them.
They always look like new because you haven't damaged them with the heat.
That hot plate.
It's because it's so hot, isn't it? I love this demonstration that Bev did a bit earlier, where it brings the steam through from the back and you can see the creases just dropping out. For a small bit of kit that's so lightweight, it really packs a punch.
And that could be a holiday outfit. So honestly, I mean, if you want to, still iron them first. Put them in your suitcase, take them on holiday. You know, because I used to do exactly the same. However well you iron, however well you pack, there's always items that you spent ages on that when you get on holiday and it's been in the the aircraft and it's been on the bus and you get it there,
in your suitcase.
You take it out.
Your suitcase is a bit like your wardrobe.
Yeah, it's all creased again. You think, why don't I even bother ironing it? I don't now. I put my clothes into the suitcase or into the wardrobe, clean, unironed, and when I get on holiday, I'll iron as I go. What I want to wear, I'll steam. And there's my suit. Well, it's not my suitcase, but that could be your suitcase. And you can actually then fold this handle down, put it into its little bag, take it away with you, and in 30 seconds, what you want to wear it's ready to steam.
And we're always late, so it's good for that as well, isn't it? Because it's so quick. All your different fabrics that you can see in this clip here. Bev's going to show us lots more demonstrations on lots of different fabrics as we go through. This is the bonus for me. It eliminates the odours. So if you wear suit jackets, the great thing is it refreshes the suit jacket underneath the armpits.
Yeah, or perhaps it's the smell of the aftershave or the perfume, and you're going to wear a different aftershave and perfume. Your outfit isn't dirty, but it's got that odour to it. It will eliminate the odours. But don't just use it on your clothes. Like I said, I washed all the net curtains the other day, hung them up straight away, and then just steamed them and knocked all the creases out. Do the same with your curtains. It's absolutely, your upholstery and things like that as well. It's absolutely brilliant.
Now, Bev joins us from Polti.
She
brings us such a great range of products you bring us from Polti.
Honestly, they just keep going on and on and on. You know, I've still got the original travel iron many years ago, about 15 years ago, and it's heavy. I didn't realise how heavy it was until they sent this, and I just thought, that's lighter than my hairdryer.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know,
it's 0.65 kilos. So it's
so
not even
light,
1 kilo.
No, it's about 4 apples.
I love that.
The easiest way.
That's real terms.
I don't
That's
do
good,
kilos.
Bev.
I'm in pounds and ounces, me. But, you know, the thing is, as well, a lot of hotels now do hairdryers, don't they?
Yeah.
So we don't have to take our hairdryer with us anymore. Well, got more room for this now, haven't we? That could fit inside your bag, your handbag.
To be fair,
you even get a nice little case, a velvet case.
Little bag to go, put it in.
So that's how it's folded
So
when
take
you
it with you.
transport
Yeah, hotels, perhaps you're commuting, but stay away for a couple of nights. Take it with you on those couple of nights so you can iron your work clothes, but take it for the weekend away. Take it on your holiday. I am a terrible packer, but I will never, ever go anywhere without that. And it's so lightweight, you hardly notice it in you.
Absolutely. And think about Christmas. Oh, sorry, I'm going to say the C word at the moment. Christmas, right? You've probably been at work all day and you've got your party outfit and it's not looking very good at the end. Take it with you, plug it in. You know, 2 seconds, you'll be doing everybody in the office. Anyway, also you get a little measuring jug, which helps, you know, when you fill in the jug. But I have to say, I just take it to the tap and just fill it
me too,
through the tap. You know, it's... I lose them.
It's there if you need it. There if you need it.
Yes. 30 seconds time.
So once you plugged it in, do you have to turn it on or do you just plug it in? Has it got?
No, just plug it in. There's a little blue light there that comes on to tell you when it's on. There's your button. So you just press your button when you're ready for the steam.
And that's your steam continuous when you want it.
It's instant steam. You don't have to wait for it to pressurise up and then depressurise. To fill it, now, this is the quality that you buy and where Polti is concerned. There's a little tiny arrow that's on there, and it's got a lock symbol and also an unlock. If I just tip it around, you can probably see it a little bit easier. Okay, so I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Turn it round. Now, normally, you know, especially me with nails, I can never grab hold of things like this. But Polti realised this. I mean, obviously, I've complained enough.
They've made it
and now they've done it like that, so we can take it
It's a
off.
Bev design.
Yes,
Great.
design.
Great
I don't
stuff.
like things that are complicated. That's where you fill it, okay? Just tap water inside there. That's all you need to do. You can do that any point whatsoever. You don't have to wait for it to cool down. And then just line the arrow up with the unlock symbol and just turn it back to lock. And there you go. It's in and it's done. And it's ready to go. You've also got an aluminium sole plate. So that's even heat distribution. Also easy glide. So it glides over the material a lot easier. You've got the steam holes. That's all the way along, not just 2 or 3 on the unit, so you utilising the whole of that plate with the steam. Also, it doesn't matter if you're doing it in that direction, or that direction, because the little pump inside will keep it still producing the steam, and if you notice, it's producing steam, not water that's dripping down my arm.
Yes.
So, you know, you're buying a quality. And can I just say on that note, if you have any problems with Polti's products, choose what it is, whether it's this, you pick the phone up. They're based in Manchester in this country. They actually come to your home and collect that. You don't have to go and take that to the post office or wherever. They'll come and collect it, and they will either exchange or repair it, and they get it back in your home between 5 to 7 working days. Now, that goes on for the 2-year guarantee. After that guarantee, there will be an estimate for the work to be done, but the service will still remain the same.
It's amazing, isn't it?
You've got to have an awful lot of confidence in your products to be able to offer that kind of service. So not only can we use it to get rid of creases, but we can also use it to deodorize. So the pillows especially, instead of having to keep changing the pillows every 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a good idea,
you can actually refresh the pillows.
Because you're sanitising, deodorising, because you've got that super hot steam. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're deodorising it. Also, pet hair. I don't know, as I say, I've got this indoor cat, and the pet hair gets everywhere, especially on the top of the bed head. Well, steam creates a static charge between the pet hair and also the actual steam. Now, if you get a soft cloth, you can either spray the steam into the cloth and then you wipe the cloth across, or you steam and you wipe as you're going along, and the pet hair will literally stick to that cloth, and it just makes it easier. Especially pet beds, you can also deodorize that pet bed and help to get rid of the pet hair that's in there.
Or perhaps even on the curtains, perhaps the cat always sits in the window and there's always cat hair all over your curtains.
Yep.
Exactly the same. Absolutely brilliant. If you are on holiday, Bev's packed very badly. She was in a rush. She's thrown everything in the suitcase. She hasn't even got a hanger, but she's actually laying that over the pillar, and she's going to iron there on the pillar. How great is that?
That's a clever
Well, if you're
idea.
in the hotel room and there's no hangers, same as you say, some of them have only got these hook systems, then you have to utilise what's in there. And also, you're refreshing that pillow that you're going to be sleeping on, that somebody else has slept on it the night before. So, you know, it's a case of utilising what you've got. 30 seconds heat up time, and so therefore you can iron that one shirt. You might be going to a business meeting or an interview the following morning, and the shirt's fallen off the hook or something like that.
Look at that.
So now,
So good.
you know, it's so easy.
Bev, we're so busy for this, and I'm not surprised. You, I think, will use it every single day of the week, whether you're using it whilst you're on holiday, whether you're using it in your, you get something out of the wardrobe and it's creased.
It's
you
just
did iron
and go, isn't it?
30 seconds ready to go. You've knocked the creases off, and whether you're using it on things like your bedding as well, perhaps you put the pillowcases on but you creased them badly, put them on, or perhaps it was the fitted sheet and it's really badly creased, and you've got friends coming round and they're staying, you want the room to look pristine. It's going to knock all those creases out, but also remember, we'll get rid of the odours. We're hugely busy on this. It's a launch show for us. It's the very first time we've had it air. 60% of the entire stock is sold out and gone. Now, you've got to remember, with our system, look at that.
Nice.
Even though you and you do have to order it yourself. You can't go on. You can't send us a message and ask us to order it on the website. You need to go through to the website, put it into your basket and order it, or you can go onto the phones. But once you've got it in a basket on the website, I know you feel relaxed and you think it's okay. I'll check it out later. I'll check it out tomorrow. Because so often we put things in baskets and they can still be in your basket a week later. You go back on that website and think, oh, we're still in my basket. Oh, I'll order it now. The problem with us is it's not yours until you check your basket out. So very quickly, and I know we'll be thundering towards this situation because the stock's going so fast, we can have more people ordering an item than the stock we've got. So as an example, say we've got 20 of these left. It doesn't mean that only 20 people can put them into their basket. 220 people can, or 320, or 120, or 28 people, or 520. Loads of you can put those 20 into your baskets. And someone could ring up right now and buy it and check out and actually get it before you. You must check your basket out. Otherwise, sadly, I think you're going to miss out tonight.
Yeah, you've got to confirm your order and check out. The stock is absolutely flying. It's such a powerful machine for such a little machine that you're seeing there. 974503 is the item number. And if you want to do things like linen, you can. If you want to do things like satin, we'll show you in a minute. That satin demonstration.
It was like a magic trick, wasn't it?
It was brilliant.
It's like the creases were there, the creases have gone. Remember, it eliminates odours as well. So if you've worn a jacket a couple of times, so it's not dirty, but perhaps a little bit smelly, you can sort of give it a steam under the armpits, or perhaps it's the aftershave you wore, or the perfume you wore, and you're going to wear a different perfume today. It will allow you to eliminate the odour. Or perhaps you wore it and you went out to eat and it's got that food smell, but it's clean. You can actually eliminate the odours as well as knock the creases out.
That vertical steam where it just makes the creases drop away. Can I beg Paul for that clip again?
You don't,
fabulous clip.
Honestly, it's like magic, this. It virtually just knocks the creases out of the material.
Look at it.
It also, I think, makes the material look so nice. There's something about, if you've got an iron that's got a very hot sole plate, it can dull materials. It can sort of melt the fibres. It can ruin an outfit like that.
Yeah, definitely. It'll stick to it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for me, I just know that I feel like I look after my clothes better because I truly do just steam. And I use this virtually every single day of the week at home because I don't iron before I put my things away. I wash them, I put them back in the wardrobe. I iron like that, pristine, in an instant, and you're ready to go. And the same when I go on holiday. I used to stand and iron for a good hour, put it all in the suitcase, and then be devastated after it had been in the plane, it'd been on the bus, and you got to the hotel, and it's really creased again. I think, why? I wasted me time.
Why did you bother?
Take it with you. The handle holds round, so it's really easy. It's lightweight as well, 0.65 kilograms to pack. And take it with you and iron your clothes as you wear them on your holidays. And that just saves you so much time.
To see it on all those materials is so important, isn't it? Because you see all those different fabrics. So many more people still coming in for this. Please, if you want to get it, you've got to check out 2/3 of the stock is gone now.
We are going to move away from this right now because you know what I said about the situation. More people are ordering than stock is available. We're getting there really quickly. Check your basket through if you want it. Grab it whilst the stock is there. We will come back to it if there is stock that's still available. But 974503 is your item number. Brand new launch for us. It's the first time we've had it. You've absolutely loved it. Best way to order is on our website. But remember, go through to our live hour. Don't order in that little box. That little box is just for you to send messages.
Just to say hello.
Just to say hello. We can't answer questions on that. It's just a hello or, you know, hi, or I've bought it. Go down to the product, put it into your basket and check that basket through. It's very easy. It very much talks you through how to order.
Now, if you saw the coffee machine a little bit earlier, this is one of our new favourites alongside the styler because it's coffee that is such great quality. Espresso coffee, yes, But it comes with pods. You can use ground coffee in there, but it also makes lattes and cappuccinos and flat whites.
It's amazing because it's the size of an espresso machine. You wouldn't expect it to have a milk frother with 2 different settings. One to make really frothy milk, to make your drinks like your cappuccinos. One to make, of course, your more textured milk, to make your lattes, your flat whites, or your even hot chocolates. It will make your espresso with the most amazing crema, whether you're using your favourite filtered coffee or whether you're using one of the delicious pods, which are 100% single origin, so 100% purity. But then you can then make from that espresso any of these coffees. Every single coffee that you love or you go out and buy, you will be able to make at home.
Yeah.
Could save you in that respect an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
Very much a one button, on and off, one button to pour. It can pour 2 coffees at the same time. Milk frother's there. It's actually about the size, the base of it, about the size of a toaster.
Yeah, the footprint size, yeah.
So if you've looked at making, getting a coffee machine, but they're just too big, this isn't. But honestly, price-wise, it could virtually pay for itself if it stopped you buying those coffees.
Well, yeah, this just gives you an idea of what you might spend at the coffee shop, and this is really generous on coffee prices. Our offer at £149, which includes 54 of those solo pods. If you were looking at those costs against that, you're saving £10 a week on coffee that you bought. It'd pay for your machine in 15 weeks. It really is the most gorgeous tasting coffee.
And I think that's very generous price for your coffee.
Yeah.
And also, I think a lot of people buy a lot more than 4
a week, yeah.
Can I just say, I've paid £4.65 for
Oh, she's angry.
Yeah.
She's angry.
Oh, she's angry today,
Let me
isn't
tell
Bev? What's
you,
going on?
For 65 for a coffee. That just shows you the cost of coffee. That's just
it's so
to give
true,
you an
isn't
idea.
it? And again, split the cost on with PayPal Pay in 3 if you're ordering on our website. But what you must do is please check your baskets through. Busy on absolutely everything. It's always a great night when we have a Polti night. It's always a great night when we have Bev with us. We have got our D-Power vacuum here. Polti are so good, you just don't think they can't get better. And then they brought out the D-Power vacuum.
And it took us to another level.
Absolutely.
Now, there's a red or a green option. The red option is absolutely flying out the door. If you want it in red, get it now. The price is brilliant. Our combined price is usually just under £330. We've got it down to £149. The bonus is you're getting a mini motorised brush included in the price. Now, Polti have it on special at $39.90 for the turbo brush. We've got it even more special at $29.90, but it's included with the bundle tonight.
Absolutely. So you have got to add on those prices. If you went to Polti themselves, their actual vacuum on its own, £299. But actually the turbo brush with them is $39.90. So really you're spending nearly £340. If you went to Amazon, £250 there. If you bought the turbo brush from us, we've got a discount at $29.90. So that would be really about £280. Our deal with the turbo brush included is £149. It is exceptional value for money. Bev couldn't believe it, but it is a 24-hour deal. So we launched this obviously about midnight as we joined STV. So it's this price until midnight today, or as long as stocks last. Yeah. Now, I know red-wise, a big amount of the stock has sold out and gone, 2/3 of the entire stock. So we've got 1/3 of that stock left. The green option, we had a bigger amount of the green, but that is absolutely flying as well. 1/3 of the stock has sold out and gone. It is a different item number, isn't it?
Yeah, they both come under different item numbers depending on the actual colour. That's all you need to know. 928472 is the red option that you see on screen. The green, I believe, is at the bottom of the screen there for you. So if you want that green one, you can see the number just at the bottom. But we need to see it in action.
Yes.
We need to get
and see why it's so special, because this is this is a vacuum that has a brain of its own.
It
with
does,
an infrared light.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's got a sensor at the front which will detect where the fine particles of dust are, the ones that you can't really see, but you know are there. Because if you've ever walked barefoot across your floors and it feels gritty
Yeah.
and all
Feel the
that,
bits,
you
yeah,
can
and
feel
It knows when it needs to use more power, doesn't it? To
It
make
does.
sure it
So
picks
clever.
up every last bit. If you use it in a certain way.
Right.
Because there's 3 different settings, isn't
There
there?
is. So this is your eco setting, as you can hear. Now what that means is it will actually, it just slows the motor down slightly enough to make the battery last longer.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're going to get a good up to 40 minutes for that. Now the next one is your maximum.
Whoa.
Okay? So that increases your power. So carpets and things like that, that's good for that. But this one is your auto. So that's on auto. So wait as you listen to this.
Oh, we heard it.
So it actually
Kicks in more power.
on
doesn't
its
it?
own.
Yeah.
Because it senses there's dirt there.
Absolutely.
So you never waste the power, because I think
No.
lots of us, and I think we're all a bit guilty of this, we'll all put it on turbo,
Yeah.
go around the house.
Because we
thinking
think it's faster.
Yeah, we need the, yeah. So you're wasting the battery, perhaps you're having to charge the battery frequently. With this, put it on auto, it detects how much power it needs, so it
Exactly.
never wastes the
No,
battery.
doesn't it?
Isn't that
But what
clever?
it does do is utilise that power for where it's really needed.
Yeah.
Also, with having the lights on the front, that will also be good to detect dirt for you, what you can't see. Because as you're going along and you might see those dust bunnies all of a sudden get lit up, that's underneath the table, you then know that you think, right, okay,
Let's get rid of that.
auto, let it get in there, that will tell me when it's
Yeah, it'll
complete.
kick in more
You
power,
know,
won't it?
because not always can you hear, you know, if you can't see what's underneath there.
Yeah, especially if
you
you're
can
going under
probably
beds and
hear.
things,
Yeah.
yeah, but it will
Absolutely.
detect the dirt for you.
It's an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. You can use it on carpets and tiles and laminates and vinyl floors. We're seeing it in action here. And the fact that it switches from one mode to another, one floor surface to another, without you having to change anything.
Absolutely, it automatically detects what floor surface it's on. So consequently, you don't have to bend down and turn anything to change, or what, you know, it will automatically do it for you. And this means all floor surfaces, including your carpets and also your rugs, because a lot of people who've got rugs, they're quite deep,
Yes,
aren't
now,
they?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
You know,
textured, a lot of them now, aren't
Exactly, and unfortunately, that's the biggest thing for running a battery down very, very quickly.
Right.
But this is actually designed for rugs as well.
And you know the other reason I think it's great for rugs and thick pile carpets is they're powered brush heads. Because we've bought vacuums in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, if they haven't got a powered brush head, they seem to slow down.
Exactly. As soon as they've done a bit, they'll
like,
slow
oh, I'm
down.
really
worn
tired.
out.
Whereas this, with the powered brush head, it'll cope with everything.
This, look how it
Yeah,
sucks the dirt
absolutely.
before it even gets near to it.
As you can see now, as I turn that round, you'll be able to see. Okay.
That's
So
a
just
heck
look
of
at
a
the
lot of
front
dirt.
of the machine. It's actually pulling that debris in before I get to it. And that is because down to the suction, that's on all sides, edge to edge.
And like you say, barefoot clean, Bev.
Barefoot clean,
Yeah.
that's what I like because I don't wear slippers at home.
So
you
picking up the
want-
fine bits, picking up the big bits,
Yeah.
hasn't blown any of that anywhere.
No.
So if you're a crafter, you know how glitter and fine bits and perhaps threads can be blown
Cottons
all
and
around the
threads, yeah.
kitchen and you're chasing it. And it picks every last bit up, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's also down to 4 stages of filtration.
Great.
So 4, you've got 2 HEPA filters in
Right.
here. You've also got a mesh one and you've also got a metal filter. All of them are washable, so you can keep them nice and clean. Also, what I like about this, that's your battery. You don't have to have the whole thing out charging. You can just sit that on your
Yes,
worktop
that's
and
very
charge it.
true.
Which I think is a brilliant idea, especially if you're short on space.
Yeah.
That clicks into there. You've got up to 40 minutes run time on that. It's a 29.5 volt battery, which is very powerful. Also, you've got on the front of it, this is where you switch it on. So you just press it. You've not got to press and hold that button. You can either have it on or off, which I think is good, especially if you've got dexterity problems. So when it's on, you'll see it always goes on to your eco mode. Now, eco mode will just reduce the actual motor sound down slightly. it doesn't reduce the power. You are still picking up the debris. It's just that it slows the actual
great,
battery thing down.
Doesn't change the performance at all,
No,
does it?
not at all. So, and also it's quieter. So if you've got someone that's on shifts, it's very good because you can vacuum.
I'm always vacuuming when Hayley's in bed, all the
time.
You're never up when I'm in bed. Oh, my word.
That's good.
But also you've got your auto, which will detect. Now, I have to say that's the one I use on my more than anything.
Yeah, that's
definitely.
great,
because
it maximises everything.
Yeah, and also the thing is, like in my hallway, I've got a hall table. Well, it's so low, I can't see what's underneath it.
Yeah.
And that would mean me having to pull it out. Where it don't, I put this underneath and I can hear the motor.
Knows,
Go
and it does go nice and low as well, doesn't it? So
it
if
does.
you do want to go under a sofa, under a unit.
It does,
And really nice and low, without the actual end, the brush end lifting
lift up. Yeah, that's good.
And like you say, now you've got the infrared light, it's detecting the dirt under the bed that you can't see.
That you can't see, exactly. And also, you've got maximum, so if you've spilt something and you want that bit extra power, you've got a higher level if that's what you want to do. And that's what your auto function raises between low and the high. So you're not wasting your battery, you're not got it on maximum all the time when really you don't need it. So this will tell itself that it needs to increase the power to get rid of those fine particles.
Now, this can make you taller, can't it, Bev?
It can make you taller,
So if you want to be a little bit taller to get those cobwebs in the corner of the room,
take this part off.
Don't be balancing on chairs and stools and things. Keep your feet firmly on the ground.
Exactly.
But get your little bit of extra height.
And also with this aluminium pole.
It's real quality.
You see, so therefore it's lightweight, but it's also quality. And that's what you want, so you're not bashing into it. And because it's a round pole, you can get down the gaps and places like that quite easily. And also it's easier to get underneath the furniture because some of them are so thick.
Yeah,
really
that's
thick poles.
They hit with that. So now, that's the dusting brush, okay? You slide that down. Now, isn't that ingenious? Because the thing is, it's not that it comes off. You've just got the one tool, so you don't lose that bit.
And so you've always got both tools with you because
it's on there, and you slide that in and you hear it click. You know it's in position, and then press the button and it'll click back down. So now that allows me to reach right up high.
Now Bev's like 6'8".
Yeah, I am.
In an instant.
5'3".
But it's really lightweight as well. So
very
when you're
lightweight.
cleaning like that, it doesn't weigh you down. I think it's just over 2 kilos. I think you're right.
And that allows you to get the cobwebs in the corners of the room or off the light fittings and things. But get down to the skirting board as well, without getting down on your hands and knees.
Tell you where this is good. Round the back of the toilet.
Oh gosh, yes.
And round the back of the wash basin. You can get right round there. You're not having to bend all the way down. Also, you know, the door jamb, you know, in the middle when you open the front door. And there's all that debris that's
really
collected
dusty,
in there. You can get in between there. Or then you can make it into a handheld one, and then you can put the tool back onto the end here, and then you can do all the handheld jobs. Oh, and by the way, that's exceptionally good for Venetian blinds.
Brilliant.
Nice soft
and because you've got the length there, perhaps going over the sink, your Venetian blinds over the sink, you can get to it easily and use the dusting tool.
And you've got that bonus, remember, you've got that mini powered brush. That's not normally included. Usual price on Polti is about £50. They've got it on offer at £40. We've got it on offer at £30, but it's included in this bundle for you tonight. So it's a brilliant deal.
It is amazing. If you went to Polti themselves, £299 for the vacuum itself. We're going to show you that powered tool brush head. That with Polti, if you bought it from them, it's $39.90. So virtually £340 from Polti to get what you're getting with us for $149. Amazon, they've got the actual vacuum on offer at $250. You could buy the turbo brush from us because we've got a discount on it. So $29.90.
About $280.
So, £280 for what we're doing at £149. Bev couldn't believe that we've got the turbo-powered tool.
I know.
Actually included in the deal.
Never ever known that.
And I honestly believe, Bev, because I think the reason we'd reduced it was because it was meant to be an offer for you to add it into your bundle.
Yeah.
And we've actually included it in
You
the
have,
bundle.
yes.
love
Somebody's
it.
made a typing error.
Tiny mistake.
And this makes it,
For your benefit.
makes it more versatile.
We,
doesn't it,
lo-
in this
we
tool?
love this. It's a powered brush head, so this is a powered head.
It has its own motor, this does, so therefore it's very, very powerful. Fantastic for pet hair, especially pet beds and things like that. Also in the car, you know,
Yes.
I mean, I know you once said that you went to the garden centre,
Oh,
built the soil
yes.
over.
Oh, I've done it. I've
You
done
did it
a
this
few
week.
Times.
Oh, you did it this
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I'm like, they'll be fine. You know, if something happens, you have to slam your brakes
Yeah,
on or
yeah.
something, and then
Round a
all the
corner.
plants
Yeah.
fall over.
All the
There's
soil everywhere.
Soil everywhere, and you think, oh no, so easy with that.
So easy, because I don't know what those car mats are made out of, but I'm sure they're not on this planet.
It's so true.
Oh,
They're so difficult to
terrible.
clean, aren't they?
They're
They are
awful.
a nightmare.
But also with this, you've got this brushless system. Now, these aren't bristles. They're a special type of material, but they're different types of material. And so consequently, that helps to get all those fine bits up. But also this, can you see how this moves?
So it angles,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
So if you've got an awkward angle, so let's say you've got a three-piece suite that's shaped, it will actually follow the contour of what it's
See, ours
vacuuming.
doesn't do that, and it does make it really
You have to
awkward.
hold it in a really funny angle.
to
don't you?
hold it at the right angle to vacuum something, whereas that moves for you, so you don't have to be in a silly angle
Absolutely.
to do the
Very
vacuuming.
good for doing your mattress as well,
Yeah,
and your
yeah.
pillows and things like that. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's this time of year, it's allergies and all the rest of it. So the more you can vacuum, the easier you can
better.
vacuum, you know, it's going to help to remove the allergens.
And this is quite unique, I think, because I personally don't think that we've had a vacuum that's got 4 levels of filtration.
4 levels of filtration. Just going to chuck it
Oh.
on the floor a minute.
Not in a bin.
Just-
Yeah,
not
then you
in-
just throw
yeah.
it back on the floor. No, you'll put yours in the bin, but we like to reuse ours.
Yeah, we like to clean up again.
Right, I'm just going to just...
So are these the
Oh,
filters? Oh my
wow.
word! So when you say about allergies and pollen and things, they're fine bits that you've got there.
Oh, that's
That's like
disgusting.
what? That's like
That's
powder.
absolutely disgusting. That is dead skin cells.
Oh no!
It is that fine because you have got 2 HEPA filters here. So anything that fine has got to be dead skin cells and finer. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Also, you've got one on the top as well. Mesh, and you've also got metal. All that is washable. And
That's
so
your
the-
4 levels of
your
filtration.
4 levels.
I love that
And also
everything's
you've got one on the
washable.
top
Oh gosh,
as
great.
well. And so therefore all of that is washable and you keep it nice and clean. And remember, it's like anything, you keep the filters nice and clean, you will always keep suction at its optimum level.
Great.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. And the thing is, you can have this on exactly the same settings as you've got on here. So whose are these stairs?
I don't. I'm not.
I think they're
I'm
the
not,
wrong way
I'm not
round.
quite sure. I'm not quite sure.
I mean, come
I'm not-
on.
I think we've got them the wrong way round anyhow. But they're for stairs for someone with a very
think they're from
very
a
little
doll's
feet,
house.
but actually long legs because they've got quite a big step.
I think this is for Tom Thumb.
They are literally.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I think we've got them slightly the wrong, but they are television steps. But still picked up even in the most awkward, tiniest
Look at
of
that.
It'd be
spots.
like a showbiz walk. wouldn't
Yeah,
it? I think it's sideways.
Could you imagine?
no,
Sideways.
it would be a casual.
You'd be down the stairs.
Yeah.
Showgirls always
Straight
used
to
to do
hospital
it.
at the bottom.
Yeah,
Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant
And the other
deal.
thing is it's got multi-cyclonic action as well. So
True,
it not only picks up really well, even as the dustbin gets fuller and fuller, it carries on picking up really
It
well.
does. It creates a vortex in the middle. It pushes the dirt to the sides, creates a vortex through the centre, so therefore it's always got the suction going through. Now, I never ever use polish or anything like that to dust. Use this, okay? Things like your lampshades, you'll be able to dust with it. You can use this to dust your table.
Glass tables. it's
Because
brilliant
everything
for.
goes through your HEPA filters. So therefore you're keeping your atmosphere the best you possibly can. And also with it being the dusting brush, you're not going to use the scratches.
Yeah.
And also you can put this onto the long pole and you can still continue to dust like the pelmets.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
That'd be good for keyboards and things as well with the brush
Yes,
on
Yeah.
the
yeah,
end.
the office, yeah.
Which is really, and what you'll find when you do dust, if you dust with a cloth, you know, you'll do this, or you'll try and dust things into your hand, won't you? And actually,
moving everywhere.
lots of that is actually flying everywhere and going back down on
And
the
it
floor.
settles again.
So much better vacuuming up your dust than trying to catch
You're not
it.
moving it from one surface to
It's
another.
exactly that bad. You're absolutely loving this. Remember, stock-wise, only as long as the stock is there. The red option, which is on the bottom of our screen, the details, you'll find a vast amount of that stock has sold out and gone. I think about 2/3 of that stock already sold out and gone.
It's 928472 if you want the red
Good
option.
eyes, well done.
I went right up
That's
to the
well
screen.
done,
Yeah,
my
don't
word.
worry.
I was like that. I think there's a 9 in there. I have no idea of any other number. And then if you want to go for the green option, 956930. I can read those. They're bigger numbers. And the great thing is you've got a vacuum, I think like no other, brushless technology, so it promotes a greater performance and reliability. But it has got that infrared technology, which means it detects how much power it needs to use because it can sense how much dirt is on the ground. 4 levels of filtration as well.
And that eco function is there, using less power. But for me, that auto mode is
We love it,
brilliant.
don't we?
It senses how much dirt's
So you don't waste the power of the battery. It'll only use the amount of power it needs. You've got all the accessories that we're showing you, plus the powered brush head, which normally you'd buy separately. If you haven't got it and you've got the D-Power, we have got it available. With Polti, normally their full price is $49.90. We've got it on offer at $29.90 at the moment. Our normal price is $39.90, but you have got it included in the deal. When fully charged up to a 40-minute run time, you've got 29.6 volts of power and that multi-cyclonic action, so the pickup is phenomenal. Great for the tiny bits, great for the big bits, and great with the 4 levels of filtration for this time of year when the pollen's coming into the house as well. Do your own research on HEPA filtration.
It's such a great machine, whether you go for the green option, and we're going to put the red option details on the screen now for you. 928472 is the item number. And remember, with anything that you spend over £30, you can take advantage of PayPal with your PayPal accounts. PayPal Pay in 3 if you're shopping online. With this particular item, it's £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments to spread the cost. It's great to have Polti products that are really popular, isn't it?
2-year warranty, incredible customer service, incredible quality. We have many. Honestly, we've worked with Polti for donkey's years and we've got many Polti items.
Yeah.
One of our items is about 17 years old and it still works like if it was new.
It still looks like it's new.
You know when you buy Polti, you buy, I think, simply very much the best. But what you must do is buy while the stock's available and buy while the deal's available. This is only for 24 hours. So up until midnight, then the deal is finished if there's any stock left. 1/3 of the red is left, more of the green because we did have more stock of the green, but it is depleting really quickly. But sadly, that price will go back up at midnight if you haven't checked your baskets through, if you haven't got it.
Make sure you get those deals. All the deals are available on the website. If you shop elsewhere for this particular vacuum, at Polti directly, £299, at Amazon £250, and that's just for the vacuum. It doesn't include the turbo tool that we've got for you. We've got it on offer at £29.90. The bundle includes the turbo tool for £149. That's why so many of you have gone for the bundle. And remember, PayPal Pay in 3, £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments, and that includes your postage. So just choose your colour, whether it's green or red. Both come under different item numbers, both on the website for you to see with all the special deals that we've got for you tonight. shopontvlive.co.uk is always the easiest way to shop. However, if you do prefer the phone, 03333 241 241 is the phone number. We are now
a fabulous evening tonight.
Yeah,
It's really
great.
lovely always to have your company, but it's especially lovely when you love the products as much as we do, and this is a product that's really, it's ridiculous, isn't it, close to our heart. It's something we use every single day of the week. This is the Polti Vaporella, and it's the handheld styler, the handheld steamer, and this folds, so you can take it on holiday, put it in a suitcase, take it to a wedding, take it away for a weekend. Well, you don't need to take it away for a weekend. You don't need to give it a drink or sit it down to dinner or anything, but take it away with you to actually iron your clothes. And you can iron your clothes on a hanger. It's ready to go in 30 seconds. And it knocks creases out like you won't believe.
Honestly, we've done some great demonstrations with satin that you see here. Straight away, Bev did this right at the top of the show.
It's like magic, really. You think, my goodness, they just disappear. And it's great not only on satin, on linen, on denim, whatever the material may be, whether it is clothes or whether you're ironing your curtains or your neck curtains. But remember, because it is steam, you're sanitising and deodorising. And perhaps you've worn a jacket a couple of times and it's clean, but it smells a little bit, and that might be a food or cigarettes. It will actually eliminate the smells as well. Perhaps the kids have got up and they said, oh, Mum, I didn't hang me uniform up and my blazer's really creased. In an instant, on a hanger, 30 seconds, this is ready to go. That, you know, that blazer's ironed. Or the PE kit, they didn't tell you it was PE day. But the thing we love, and the reason I love this, and I use this every day for my regular clothes, but I take it on holiday. I don't iron before I pack. I just take this with me. I love it for all those clothes that perhaps have got details, sequins, or lots of pleats.
Any embellishments. Yeah, pleats like you can see in this item here. Well, sometimes if you do it on a board, you put more creases in than were originally there. With this, it drops the creases out, doesn't it? It literally just smooths them away. Look at that when you open it up.
It looks new again. And items like this, which are really popular at the minute, there's a lot of this sort of style. And again, you daren't go near it with an iron. And if you packed that, you know it would crease in an absolute instant. You can actually get this looking new again. And the thing for me, and this is another reason I love to use steam, and these sort of outfits, I don't know why, they always make them in a material that really, really creases. In an instant, you've knocked those creases out. So you've packed that, you ironed it, you packed it, you've got it out, it's completely creased. You wish you hadn't bothered ironing it at home. Don't iron it at home. Put it into your suitcase, take it with you, iron it when you want to wear it. Whatever the material may be, whatever detail is on that outfit. It could be a sari, it could be an evening outfit with loads of sequins and loads of embellishments and loads of embroidery. Steam doesn't spoil clothes, whereas a hot iron plate...
It refreshes it.
Yeah, can. I've melted so many outfits or made things look shiny, or you can see the pockets from the outside because you've sort of melted them into the trouser leg.
The fabric.
Whereas with steam, I think it allows you to keep your clothes looking newer for longer.
So 974503 is the item number. This is such a versatile bit of kit at a great price, £20 off. It's brand new today with us. You can use PayPal P in 3, £17.98 on your first of 3.
Now, stock-wise, how much has gone now? Because I'm hearing 3/4 of the entire stock has sold out and gone. Possibly, if everyone checked out a good bit more. We've got lots in baskets. Check your basket through. It is not yours until you check out. It's been a launch special for us. It's the first time we've had it to air. We're actually in a situation right now, because we're busy on all the Polti items, where we've got as many people ordering right now as we've already sold. So please, please do check those baskets through. Over the whole of the Polti ranges that we've done tonight, we've got just as many people ordering products as we've already sold. So please, please, please check your basket through, especially for this. And think as well, because, you know, we use this every day, but great gift. If you've got a student going off to university, somebody that travels.
If you've got a wedding, it's so brilliant. It really, really is a great piece of kit. So 974503, when you see it in action, it's absolutely brilliant. It steams and it drops those creases literally out of the fabric. Whether it's a delicate fabric, whether it's a harder fabric, satin, whether it's linen, we showed you, cotton, and we're going to show you all of those demonstrations again.
It's absolutely fabulous. And for me, honestly, hand on heart, every day of the week, I don't stand an iron for hours. And perhaps you try and stand an iron for hours. Perhaps, you know, it drives you mad, but you want your clothes to look pristine. You want to look nice. And it can be, you know, ironing can be a real chore. For me, though, I don't iron. And this is the absolute truth. We'll wash our clothes. I will then put my items away into the wardrobe, into the drawers, because I know my drawers and wardrobes are too full. I won't throw anything out. So even if I did iron it and put it away, when I got it out, it'd all be creased because I've wedged it into the actual wardrobe so badly. So what I do is I put my things away. When I want them, I get them out. I switch my steamer on. It takes 30 seconds to be ready to steam, and I steam the outfit and I'm out the door looking pristine. But I don't then, for holidays, think, oh, I've got to iron all my clothes, pack them. I used to stand for an hour, iron absolutely everything, put it all in the case, fold it beautifully, watch all the things, how to fold it right so it won't crease. And of course, it goes on the plane, it goes on the coach, it gets to the hotel. You undo it, everything's creased. And you think, why did I waste an hour ironing all that? I don't now. I put it into the suitcase. It's clean. It's unironed. I take my steamer with me. And again, on holiday, 30 seconds, get something out, steam it. I'm in it, we're out the door. If you're always late, which I always am, again, 30 seconds isn't going to add any time on to how late you're going to be, because in 30 seconds, it's ready to go. But I don't just use it for clothes. I did all our net curtains the other day. I washed all the net curtains. I didn't then stand and iron them on the ironing board, and then some of the long ones get more creased as you put them over the ironing board. I hung them all back up, and then I steamed all the net curtains. Do it the same with the actual curtains. And if you have got pets and they sit by the curtains, there's always cat hair or dog hair, it sort of stops the static in the hair. So it allows you to get that hair off really, really easy. But that might be cushions, that might be furniture, upholstery. You could actually freshen up the pet bed, because using steam, the power of steam, it eliminates odours and dirts. But not just the pet bed, perhaps it's your jacket. Got a little bit whiffy under the armpits, but it's not really dirty. Or perhaps you went out and ate and it smells a little bit of the food that you ate. Or perhaps you're wearing a different perfume or a deodorant or another aftershave tonight, and your blouse actually smells of what you wore the night. You can steam it and eliminate the odours as well. Honestly, I truly think this will be one of the best things you buy, and you will use this, like me, virtually every day of the week. Even if the kids get up and they say, oh, it's PE day, I need my PE kit, and you've washed it, but you haven't ironed it, 30 seconds, it's done. The blazer, they threw it on the floor in the bedroom. They've come out, they've got it on, they think they're fine to go to school. And you're like, there's no way you're going to school in that. Grab it off them, put it on a hanger, 30 seconds, you're ready to go. Honestly, it's phenomenal. But price-wise and stock-wise, it's been a launch special for us because it's the very first time we've had this to air. Sean, the stock of this, it's not going to be long, is it, till there's more people ordering
very soon, yeah, we are heading that way. So please, if you want to make sure you get hold of it, get it in your basket and check your basket out and confirm your order. 974503. We're also almost at the point where the stock is nearly all in baskets, so be quick.
Split that cost with PayPal Pay in 3. Do think as a gift idea as well. Perhaps you've got a student going off to university. Perhaps you're thinking of people that you know holiday so much. They're going to absolutely love this. It may be a daughter, it may be a son, it may be a mum, it may be a dad. It's going to be a great gift idea. Or perhaps someone's struggling with a heavy iron. This is super lightweight. Or perhaps someone's got some beautiful evening outfits, wedding dresses, bridesmaids dresses, sequined outfits, saris.
Well, any of those, if you ever go to
iron them.
You ever go to a formal shop, they always have something like this.
Always have a steamer. Yes.
in the bridal shops.
Very
in
true.
the boutique shops. Bev's here with us. She brings us a great range.
Talking about bridals and
Speaking
things.
of bridal,
You've got a little bit of a wedding going on soon.
A little bit of wedding, yes. Daughter's getting married.
How exciting.
I'm absolutely and utterly broke.
Bless. But you won't be creased.
Oh, no, I shan't. I shall look good, even the fact is that, I'm as poor as a church mouse. You all know what that's like, don't we?
Love it.
But, I mean, she's worth every penny, I have to say.
She is. She's adorable.
But the dress, it's rather spectacular, even though I say so
I can't wait to see it.
And we actually have to get all this dress boxed in this little box.
You're going abroad, aren't you?
Yeah, and my daughter doesn't do anything in halves, I might tell you.
There's no way that's not going to be creased when you get there.
Because when she gave me the box, I said, you're joking, aren't you? I won't get my outfit in that, let alone this dress. But anyway, so you can imagine the state it's going to come out in. Well, the thing is, I'm going to have to put it in a case and try and get it there. But when I do... I know what's coming out that case. It's going to be this, because I've had a practice with it.
Brilliant.
And it's absolutely fantastic.
You're going to have all the guests knocking on your door.
Yeah, you will.
No, I'm not
Could you
telling
iron this?
anybody.
No, don't tell anyone.
Tell 'em.
And it's great on all fabrics, isn't it?
All fabrics. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's a lot of lace at the moment out, I've noticed. And also, they've put it with different materials. So if you were using a conventional iron, you've got 2 different
and a wedding dress especially could be 3 or 4 different materials and lots of different layers, and you wouldn't dare go near it with an iron. You'd never get it on an ironing board.
No.
With this, it's going to knock out the creases in every bit of the material.
Absolutely. It's just a dream to have to use. It's just lightweight. Also, you're more in control, because things like where the lace is concerned, where it joins the garment,
that's great.
you can literally,
it's like magic, isn't it, really?
you know, it actually lays it flat. It doesn't smudge it
doesn't
up.
ruffle it, does it?
Yeah,
in any
so
way?
therefore I'm glad you're listening.
I'm with you, Bev, I'm with you. Look at that from side to
How
side.
fantastic is that? Now, you'd have taken one look at that and thought to yourself those creases will never come out of there. But the thing is, have I been standing there for an hour?
No.
Have I been trying to press it down?
You haven't put more creases in.
And really, you're doing it nice and slow so we can see the demonstration.
Yeah, you're doing it
you
quicker
honestly can knock the creases out so quickly and so easily. I mean, you might have worn this a couple of times. It might smell a little bit of perhaps a deodorant that you wore, that you've got a different deodorant tonight. So give it a little steam under the arm. It'll also eliminate any smells that are there. But I love the fact that whatever design you've got, whether you've got really sort of puffed sleeves with lots of pleats in,
embellishments,
it doesn't ruin the look. It actually makes, I think with steam, and I've bought, you know, when you buy something really sort of loads of detail, you wear it once, you wash it once, and then you think, I daren't go near it with an iron. Or if you do, you put more creases in it, and it never looks like it did when you bought it. No. This makes things look like when you bought them. It takes them back to exactly how they were, sort of thing.
Because the thing is, when
like that detail at the end. Yeah.
You know, when you're using an iron with a lot of heat, you're creating friction, because the weight of the iron's going up and down on the fabric, and you're flattening the pile of the fabric, and you're creating friction. With this, all I'm doing literally is kissing the fabric with the steam.
And a lot of irons have such a hot sole plate, they do exactly that. Polti do amazing steam generators, and they have a cooler sole plate and then incredible steam. And you might still stand an iron every day. However, you'll get this out the wardrobe, won't you? And I bet it's creased. You ironed it, put it away, and think, oh, gosh.
It's creased again.
Have that by your wardrobe, 30 seconds, you're ready to knock every crease out.
And also because, you know, we do tend to have more in the wardrobes than we probably should. You might have ironed it, might stay okay at the front, but the seam always gets creased. Well, you're not going to go and get your ironing board out, are you?
No.
To go and just do that.
Well, you might have packed it and it's really creased. Have this in your suitcase, your steamer, and look at that.
And then steaming from the inside as well. That makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
Isn't it? It's easier, but it's effective.
It's really effective, Bev. We can see.
I mean, it really is a fantastic...
It really is. Great price as well. Vast amount of the stock sold out and gone.
Is a corking top.
It is.
Look at that.
There is a lot going on. So a couple of different materials front and back.
Just in case, you know, you want to know what you're going to wear to the disco next week.
I don't think they have discos anymore.
Well, let's face it, you know, we are in the disco era, aren't we?
If you want to go back to the 1970s...
No.
This is it before that?
60s.
This top, oh my word.
I'll tell you,
oh, look at that.
I think we've got to get our producer, Leslie, to model this.
Wow. Yeah, no, someone, definitely.
This is one of Leslie's tops and we need to see her in it. We definitely...
Our producer, it's one of her favourite tops.
We should make her wear it to the next team party, shouldn't we?
Absolutely, yes.
The next Christmas party, she's got to promise to wear this.
Definitely. Look at that. But we'll definitely iron it for her because it does look a little bit better, right?
What a difference.
Besides that, you don't want to always have to get your ironing board out.
And it might be, no, you don't. And it might be you're going for a Christmas party. Perhaps you're going to your Christmas party after work. So you've taken your outfit, you've sort of folded it up into your handbag because you don't want to take loads of stuff. You go and change in the toilets and they're like, oh, God, it's completely creased.
I'll wear that.
As long as you've got a plug in the office, you can plug this in, steam it and do it. Now, this is the sort of top I was on about the other minute ago.
Yeah.
Lots of tops, dresses have this sort of detail. Yeah. Sometimes it's here and it all gathers over the waist.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you love it when you first buy it. It's lovely when you first wear it.
Yep.
Looks great. You wash it and then you're like, oh my God, how on earth am I going to... I'm going to iron more creases into this.
Well...
It's never going to look like it did.
Oh, well, I mean, look at this.
Yes,
you know,
and that
these
sort
of things.
yeah.
Frill
That's
detail,
on there.
Yeah.
You know, and also, I mean, we went out for a meal the other day and I'd brought a new little blouse and it was very, very inexpensive, you know, from one of those supermarket things, you know. And it ever so frilly at the front. And I had not many people say, oh, that blouse pretty. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I bet you don't want to iron it. And I thought, well, I don't mind because I've got one of these.
Look at that. And it'll get it looking how it looked.
Now,
when you first bought it, in an instant. And
when you do just that one half, what a difference you see. Because when it looks new when you've steamed it, doesn't it?
And also, I've got right in between there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to have turned the iron on its end like that.
No. And if you'd have ironed into that, you would have caused more creases.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and you'd spend forever. Whereas in an instant, that looks how it looked when you bought it. And that's why you bought it. And now you can wear it time and time again.
Yeah. What about your winter coats? You know, or your spring coats. I mean, we're all wearing Macs, aren't we, at the moment? That's supposed to be the in thing.
Yes.
Well, you know, you don't... Well, I wouldn't pay the amount of money for an expensive one because I'd probably not wear it next year or whatever when it's out of fashion. And so you go and buy an inexpensive one and the materials are awful.
They always crease, don't they?
The very mention of it.
And a Mac, you'll only have to sit down, won't you, for it, and it's creased on the bottom, and then you want to wear it again tomorrow.
You chuck it in the back of the car and it looks like somebody
absolutely.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, it's back to looking new again. It's brilliant.
And you know, all this while we've been doing this, it hasn't dripped.
No, and that's because it holds the temperature again, isn't it?
Holds the temperature. And also it's designed to be able to...
Any direction.
Like, do it vertically.
That's the Polti quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Bev. Oh. Stop.
Oh,
Stop. We're approaching limited stock. This means we are down to the very last 10%.
So many of you, however, have got these in baskets right now. So you've got to confirm your baskets, confirm your orders, and make sure you get this whilst we have it. Very soon we'll be over-allocating when it comes to this machine. It's new today, remember. You've got to get it now whilst we've got it. Just £49. Comes down to £17.98 in your first of 3 interest-free payments. 974503 is your item number, and you're going to use it for every material.
I think you'll use it every day of the week. You'll use it for the clothes you get out of the wardrobe and all the drawers that are really creased. You'll take it on holiday. You'll take it away for the weekend because you'll get that outfit out. It'll need ironing. The hotel iron, it's not there. You've got to ring down for it. They bring it eventually. Then you need an ironing board. Then the iron's that old you daren't even use it, or it spits stuff all over your clothes. You've got this in your suitcase with you every single time you travel, and you can knock every crease out. But then use it on your bedding, use it on your cushions, use it on your curtains. I washed the net curtains. I didn't iron them on an ironing board. I hung them all up and then steamed them. And that's how I travel. Never iron before I put it in the suitcase. I take this with me. You've desperately got to check your baskets through now, but we're busy on so many things.
Yeah.
So limited stock down to the very last of the stock. But something else that's got a vast amount of stock gone is our coffee machine.
Yeah, this is a brilliant machine. It doesn't just make espressos, remember. It looks like it just makes espressos, but it'll make a latte, a cappuccino. It comes with 54 coffee pods, but you can also use your own favourite ground coffee in there as well. Massively reduced in the combined price, $51.98 on your first of 3 PayPal payments, and the item number is 849501. Shall we make some coffee?
Yeah, super compact. It's going to fit into any kitchen, but it's actually seeing how easy it is to use and what great coffee it'll make.
It's such a great machine because it's so versatile as well. You don't have to just use the pods.
That's
You can also use ground coffee.
Yes, you can, absolutely. Again, we have some ground coffee here. I will make a ground coffee for you a little bit later.
So these are the free filters you get?
Yes, indeed. So the double one here, which is for your ground coffee, the single shot one just here, and then of course you have got this. These are called portafilters basically, and the portafilter for the one for the pods is the one with that little star just inside there. You'll recognise that. So that's the one made to fit.
So you can't go wrong.
But remember that pod has been ground to perfection for that particular coffee.
We taste
so let me talk you through everything. So what you will get your group handle just here. That's what this is called, this part just here. Then you get your portafilters which fit inside, and then you've got your group head which is up underneath here. Now there's no need really to clean this except if you're using ground coffee yourself. What I always suggest is after using it, give that a wipe with a damp cloth, because if not you're leaving coffee there and it might get a burnt sour taste. So just clear that off. So just to show you the motions again of how to make this, and I'm going to treat myself here to a latte that I love and show you. To flat white that I love. So in it goes just there. Okay, it's simple. You don't have to put it in any particular way. And literally bring this up, introduce this then to the group head, and turn it so it locks into position. There's an arrow telling you close and open. Really straightforward.
That looks really easy because some of them, Alan, can be really awkward.
Now, just to show you, we don't have to. I've been using this little shot glass to pour into. We can pour directly into the cup or the when you're going to use the glass. So I'm going to press on this here to turn this back on. See that I'm wanting a single cup just here, and you'll notice these lights are on. It'll give us the coffee come through. Press it, and again within seconds it's ready to go. The reservoir at the back holds around 1.5 litres of water. That's going to last for ages because you're only using a little bit of water, a shot, because the rest of it you're just using steam to heat your milk. Even though that is using some of the water, that will last a long time. Brilliant. Now remember what we do then once we have that is we come back up to the machine itself and we tell our machine that we want to use steam. So we'll see the steam button just here. Press that. It will flash till it's ready, okay?
I know how to use it already. It's
so simple and easy, yeah, it really is.
And that's the nice thing. Perhaps you've looked at coffee machines and you think, oh, God, it's too complicated for me, that, and it's too big. Really compact, but really easy as well.
The heat up's really quick as well, isn't it, Alan, when you turn it on?
Yeah, it's about 40 seconds, you're ready to go.
Brilliant.
And if you leave it on by any chance, it will turn itself off after about 25 minutes as well. And by the way, the top of the machine is warm as well. So what you can do is leave your glasses and your cups up there, because sometimes when you make your favourite coffee into a cold cup, it can take the heat from it. You don't get that intense flavour. So put your cups on top like that, or whatever it might be. I've just got the glass there, and it will warm that beautifully for you. Again, heating up the milk now. I don't want much foam in this one. So now, again, just keeping an eye on the temperature here. You can get these jugs with a temperature gauge on the outside if you want, but you can just use that. Now, remember, please, I must tell you, golden rule, every time, damp cloth, then put that cloth down and turn the steam. By the way, that lets you see the amount of steam that comes out of there as well. Shows you how powerful it is. 15 bar of pressure is what we have. Now, I'm going to come around now and I'm going to make myself my lovely flat white. Now remember, we can put in as much or as little milk as we can. We can make it as short as we want or as long as we want, but generally this glass size is good for a flat white, and I'm just going to cut through that And there we go. Oops, I just put too much in.
So
I tried to put a bit more in so you see the
you
top
see
of it.
Yeah.
But you can see now I have a beautiful flat
So
white.
you can see the difference from your cappuccino. The cappuccino is really nice
Really
and
frothy,
and we
wasn't it?
really had all that froth on the top.
Get in there, Alan.
The flat white is more of a textured milk,
Do you know
but your
something?
actual steaming one will do both of those for you and get it bespoke for what you want to use it for, which is brilliant, isn't it?
How was it? Was it good, Alan?
Beautiful. As you know, myself and my lovely wife Ellie, we have a coffee shop, and we genuinely thought we had incredible tasting coffee. I can tell you this right now, hand on my heart, we're going to be moving to these. It is so perfect. It is so beautiful.
And so easy.
And
That's the
gorgeous.
great thing.
It's
You
gorgeous.
dig into that flat white.
And so affordable. You're making these at home. You're making, on average, or sort of a general price, it'd be about 50 pence a cup, and that's including sort of thought about putting the milk in and things
that's
like
been
that.
really generous.
Really generous
On cost,
and
it's
then
probably less than.
Think about what you'd spend for those coffees normally, and this machine I think will pay for itself so quickly. And whether you're buying it for yourself. Oh, what a great gift.
Brilliant gift for
present
any
idea.
coffee lover in your life. Maybe it's a Christmas present you're thinking of. It'd be perfect, wouldn't it? And what a great bundle. You're getting the machine that's really going to fit into any kitchen because of the size
So
of
if
it.
you are buying it as a gift, you know it will fit into their kitchen. It's not a massive machine where they've got to find a space for it. It's 13 centimetres. It's going to fit into anybody's kitchen. Beautifully made, really easy as well to actually control. And I love the fact that it comes with those pods, 54 of those pods, 3 different flavours. But we don't have to use the pods.
No, we can also use ground coffee, and we'll try and squeeze that in for you. And don't forget, you can also make hot chocolate. You can do your tea in here if you want to.
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee, which is something you... jingle, jingle.
Now, they are your 3 coffees that are coming alongside. You're getting 18 each of those. And remember, you've got the Uganda, which is like a smoother afternoon coffee. You've got the...
Tanzania, which is well-balanced coffee for you.
And then the Vietnam, which is more of a start to the day, that morning kick coffee.
And I'm like that, aren't I?
Yeah?
Different times of day, I like different types of coffee. That's why this machine is invaluable, because you can have your espresso in the morning, and then in the afternoon you can have your flat white, and then after dinner you can have a latte if you
And then
want
if you've
to.
got friends round, you can be making coffees for absolutely everybody. Everybody
Proper
comes to
showing
your
off
house
with
for,
this machine.
for coffee. It's so good, isn't
That's
it?
the thing, generally, somebody comes to your house and, you offer them a coffee, and, you end up, they say, yeah, I'd love a cup of coffee, and you end up going for something like this just here, and they go, oh, right, okay, is that the best they can do for me? These instant freeze-dried things. But
I never know how much to put in, whether I'm making it too strong, too weak, and it never looks nice, does
No,
it?
and it never does. It never tastes right either. And then instead of someone coming into your house and saying, "Oh, would you like a coffee?" Yes. What would you like? Well, what do you mean? What would I like? Well, you can have whatever you want. Now, you mentioned a second ago an iced coffee, so I'm going to do that for you. Okay. So a glass of ice. This is really, again, coffee shops can charge you more for these because it's seen as a cool thing. Trendy drink. So what we'll do is, first and foremostly, we'll simply pour our milk over that, because obviously a nice coffee, you want it to be nice and cold.
Okay.
But all we need now is a single shot. Now, I'm going to show you this here, okay, again, how to go through the motions. Now, I want to point something out to you, because this may throw some people when they get it home. Sometimes if you take out your group handle and you'll see that your portafilter is empty. Oh, where's my pod? Just be careful. Just touch it there. They sometimes stick up there, okay, but that's absolutely fine. Okay?
And the great thing about these pods is they're completely compostable, aren't they?
That was my first question.
It was the first thing you asked.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, 100% compostable. The package that it comes out of is recyclable as well, but compostable. If you want to, rip that open and put it over your beds and borders, because of course slugs and snails hate it, so they don't tend to come along on that.
Tip.
Okay, so watch this, okay? Again, remember, pop this in, twist it until it's locked into position. You'll know when it is. I'm going to use this glass here because I'm going to get my little shot of coffee now and make this iced coffee. Again, watch how quick and listen how silent this machine is when it's pouring our shot of coffee.
So if everybody's still in bed, that's fine. Not going to wake anybody
Not going to wake anybody up. This is true. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this story. Well, I've got to tell you. I bought, when we got our kitchen redone, I bought a really expensive coffee. Similar, cost me about 5 times more than this. And I promise you, it's on top of the cupboard, and I am using this. It is genuinely a better coffee machine, and that is a promise.
But the great thing here, you've got great design, but you've got perfect functionality.
Watch
whatever
this.
kind of coffee you like. Go on.
Just watch
Iced
this,
coffee
okay?
time.
Crazy. I didn't know that's how you made it.
That's a nice coffee. Simple, straightforward.
Yeah.
Watch this now, okay? Because then obviously with a nice coffee, you grab a little straw, but watch this, okay? Just look.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful
And like you said earlier, they can be the most expensive coffees when they bring the iced coffees out,
yes,
aren't
absolutely.
They can be so pricey. But again, these are costing you around about 50 pence a coffee. And we are thinking about the milk. Some coffees you won't put milk in or won't use a lot of milk. Some
and milk-wise, you can use all the different varieties of milk as well. If you have a specific milk that you like, you can use them all.
Prepare to have your new favourite drink.
How is it?
That's delicious.
No, you
just with a bit of vanilla syrup, and you get those vanilla syrup bottles.
I've
They're
never
very
tried
easy and cost-effective.
a nice coffee.
Thank you.
If I'm honest, it's something I thought, I don't know if I like it. That actually tastes delicious. I don't know why. I always thought an iced coffee would be watery. And it's not, because I didn't realise you put the milk in. That's amazing.
Oh, it's really good. Again, it's like a dessert, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Yes,
of course, what you could do with this as well is you could crush the ice, if you get bite crushed ice, or crush it yourself and put it in and kind of make like that. And
I could
Leslie,
use oat milk in there.
You could use, of course, you can use any milk with any of these. Of course, we're just using regular milk here. Not to, you know, kind of put a label on our producer Leslie, but she suggested putting alcohol in it. A Bailey's or something like that in there.
Liqueur coffee.
Yeah, liqueur coffee.
Drink sensibly. But
yes, of course.
But liqueur coffees are really popular.
Yeah, definitely.
Really popular. So we can do all of those as well.
Absolutely. The world is your oyster with this. Remember, every great coffee, anywhere you go for a coffee, any coffee shop, high-end or whatever it might be, they will always start off with a great espresso, and that is exactly what you're getting from this incredible machine from Polti.
Fabulous machine. Do check it out on the website. Lots of you ordering that. Great gift idea, great wedding gift idea as well. But we're busy on absolutely everything. There it is on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Incredible discount and 54 pods. But don't forget, you can, of course, use your filtered coffee as well. And with the milk frother that comes on the machine, which is really unusual for such a compact machine, you can make any coffee at all.
849501 is your item number for that fabulous coffee machine. We've got such a great range of Polti products for you tonight, and you can find everything on the website. This machine, though, it looks like it's only going to make an espresso because it takes up such a small space. But as you saw in that clip, it'll take all those different items. It'll make a cappuccino,
a latte, a hot chocolate if you want, and you can even heat the water to make tea and things. It's absolutely incredible. Everything's going crazy. We're in a bit of a situation, actually. Stock-wise, we're limited stock on our main item of the show. It was our launch special deal because it's the very first time we've had this to air, and it is our most incredible Vaporella vertical styler or steamer. Limited stock means you really need to check your basket out.
There's more of you now trying to order than we have stock remaining. We did think that would happen. It is over allocating, but you can still come in and jump the queue if you like.
Just because we're in that situation, and if everyone checked out, lots of you would get sold out. It doesn't mean you can't still order it. Our system, it's hours until you check your basket through. So even if everything's in baskets and there's another 500 people trying to order what's in the basket, you can still get on the phone right now, order it and check out, or get on the website, order it right now and check. It will be the first people to check out that get this now. It's absolutely phenomenal. And because it's so well designed, super compact, the handle folds so you can put this into a suitcase for travel. It's ultra lightweight, 0.65 kilograms in weight. It's ready to go in 30 seconds. Don't iron your items before you put them in your suitcase. Just put this in the suitcase and iron them when you get there.
Yeah, too right. It's suitable for all types of fabric. It eliminates odours as well because of the temperature of the steam. Polti are specialists when it comes to steam, and that's why you will love this machine for making those creases just drop out of your fabric. Whatever fabric you're talking about, from satin to linen, we've used it on all different fabrics tonight, and it's worked. So 974503 is your item number if you want to go for that steamer. It's limited stock. Now we've moved back to the vacuum. The Polti Vaporella.
All the Polti items want airtime, don't they? We saw the steamer there. Then the coffee machine was like, no, show me, because that's really busy. But actually, we're going to show our D-Power vacuum, because this is a phenomenal vacuum, which you've got an amazing offer.
But it's another limited stock in the red
is,
option.
Yeah. So again, we're down to the very last of the stock. More people ordering. The stock is available. You need to check your baskets through. We have got it available in a green option. We had more stock of that, but still a vast amount of stock of that has sold out and gone. The biggest thing is, and this really makes this such an amazing deal, is the vacuum on its own normally is, well, nearly £300, £299.
Yeah, £299 on Polti right now, if you go for the vacuum on its own.
There's a small powered brush head, the turbo tool, that you can buy as an extra. It's what we would call an upsell. Now, if you go to Polti, you see the price there, it's virtually £300. Polti's price normally is £49.90, but they've got a saving of £10. So you've got it at £39.90, I think it's thereabouts. So that, if you bought the same offer that is £149 with us at Polti, it would be nearly £340.
Yeah.
Amazon, they've got a discount. They do some great deals at Amazon, £250 there. They can come and buy the Polti tool from us because we've got it at £29.90. We've got a special offer. So even to get our deal from Amazon and a little bit from us, it would still be £280. £149. You have got the turbo brush, which is a great pet tool brush, included in the deal.
It's an upright, it's a handheld, it's a reach vacuum. You can go from tiles to laminates to carpets. It's a really versatile, very technologically advanced bit of kit. So Bev is going to show us a couple of demonstrations whilst we've still got time. Remember, live through till 3 a.m. Whatever you want now, if you want it, yeah, check it out right now.
Now, Bev, this is like this vacuum's got a little brain of its own, isn't it?
It has. I mean, what a fantastic system. It has an infrared sensor at the front on the actual where the lights are, and what that does, it will actually pick up the very fine particles of dust, and it increases the suction power to be able to cope with that. So you're not wasting the battery, because I know we all do this, don't we? We put it on to maximum because we think, oh, it'll pick up faster, and so consequently, the faster I get it done, the better it'll be. But the only trouble is you're wearing your battery out a lot quicker. Well, with this one, you have this auto. And if you put it on...
Oh, my word. So it detected how much dirt was down there and what power it needed to use.
Absolutely. And it will keep it on the high level until it's satisfied that it's got all...
There we go.
Oh, yeah. It goes down, the power. Brilliant.
So clever.
Very clever.
So it detects the dirt, so you know, even if you don't see where the dirt is, the D-Power vacuum definitely, there we go again, definitely will, leaving your floor barefoot clean, picks up the small bits, it picks up the big bits, doesn't blow anything anywhere, which a lot of vacuums tend to do when it's fine bits like we're picking up now. That is so clever, isn't it?
It's so good. You can audibly hear the difference it makes.
There you go.
When
it's happy.
So you don't waste your battery power.
No.
That's the great
thing.
Well,
you're utilising your battery power. You know, you're making it work for you. Only the thing is, you don't have to think about it. You know, what you're going to be able to do is let that decide for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be more impressed when it's done the ironing and made the you know, as I say,
they'll get there, Polti, I think. Yeah.
Just have a look at the front. I'm going to put this onto the higher one. You can actually see it taking in the dirt as you come in, okay? Now, because hard floors, they tend to, the dirt lives in the grout and places like that. Well, this, because of how the brush moves, it will actually get into the grout as well. So it'll help to pick up those fine particles of dust that's down there. And as I say, at the end of it, you're going to have what we call barefoot clean floors.
And all your floors, all your hard floors, your carpets, your rugs, look at that edge to edge.
And look how easy it is to manoeuvre and angle.
Well, if you notice, I'm actually doing it at a strange angle.
You're doing it at quite a funny angle there. Yeah.
So, yeah, but it still stays in contact with the floor. It's still doing the work that it's designed to do. And the thing is with this also, it's extremely light. So consequently, you know, it's not making it hard work for me. And if you've got dexterity problems, You want something that's lightweight but powerful, and that's exactly what this is.
And we've got great filtration here, haven't we? We've got 4 levels of filtration.
4 stages of filtration, yeah. You've got 2 HEPA filters on this, but also you've got a mesh one, and you've also got the metal one. And so consequently, all that has to go through all those 4 levels, so obviously the filtration is extremely hard.
I don't think I've known a vacuum with 4 levels of filtration. It's got multi-cyclonic action as well, so that means the pickup, the suction is really good. Even when the bin's getting fuller and fuller, it's still got great pickup.
That's exactly what it is.
It's easy to go from one floor to another. We don't have to change anything. It goes down really low. You can see those lights at the back illuminating the cleaning area, so you don't miss any dirt. And if you have it on that auto mode, even if it's underneath a bed, you can't see the dirt, but the vacuum knows how much is there.
It's like the vacuum can see it. It'll detect the dirt. It'll know how much power it needs to make sure it is cleaning everywhere quickly and easily, and without wasting the battery. It'll only need and use the power that it needs. So good.
How precise that is. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. It really is. Now, you know, not all vacuums are designed to go on wooden floors because they can scratch the wooden floor. But this is designed to go on a wooden floor as well as onto a carpet, onto your hard floors, your ceramics, all those different areas. It's designed to go on all of it. And it's just absolutely fantastic. It's so easy to use.
And the other thing we forget to
designed,
say,
isn't it?
it's cordless. It's completely cordless.
Yeah, so take it down to the summer house, take it out to the car. And the great thing is, Bev, you're small and beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
But when the cobwebs are right up there, being small and beautiful, it's very difficult to get to the cobwebs.
Exactly, and I don't often...
This can actually make you that little bit taller.
It can, yes. And it's a lot safer than me standing on a chair.
Definitely. We know what you're like standing on chairs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now all of a sudden, Bev, even though she's petite, she can reach the cobwebs in the corner of the room, in the ceiling, but also reach down to the skirting boards. And then at the same time, that same vacuum with that same power can be completely handheld.
Yep,
you can use the turbo brush, which you are getting as a complete extra, and use it as a handheld down, you know, in the car, down in the summer house.
And on one charge, remember, it's up to 40 minutes of run time. It's available in green and it's available in red. The main details on the screen there are the green, 956930. If you want to go for it in the red option, 928472. Our usual price, almost £330. It comes down to £149 on the offer, and that includes that mini motorised powered brush. It includes it. That's why the value is spectacular here. Now, if you do want to use PayPal, pay in 3, just £51.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments, and that means you can spread the cost, and that includes your postage. shopontvlive.co.uk. You can order on the phone. 03333 241 241 is the phone number. It really is a brilliant deal.
Really is, and we are hugely, hugely busy on absolutely everything. That vacuum is going to make vacuuming more of a pleasure, really, because it's so quick, it's so easy, it doesn't waste the battery power, it's lightweight, the pickup's amazing, the 4 filtration, or 4 levels of filtration means, especially at this time of year, with the pollen coming in the windows and things, it's picking up, you know, even the tiniest of particles. You have got the one tool that will be a crevice and a dusting brush, and then you have got the turbo brush included. We do think that's a little bit of a mistake, actually. Bev,
that's why you should check it out now.
Does not think that turbo brush, which is actually worth £49.90 if you went to Polti and they had it at full price, but we've got it at a discount at the minute at £29.90. So comparison price-wise, you have got the most amazing deal, even buying it at our discounted price at £29.90. To have that included, £149. If you went to Bev and bought, if you went to Polti and bought the actual vacuum, which is £299, and the actual turbo brush with Polti £39.90. That would tally up to about £340.
Yeah.
You've got it with us at £149. Use PayPal Pay in 3, check your baskets out, and with the red option, we're getting really well. We've got more people ordering than stock is available, so please check those baskets.
Now, speaking of more people trying to order than stock we've got remaining, the Polti Vaporella Vertical Styler is brand new with us today. It's limited stock, though. Very, very low in stock. More people trying to order than we have stock remaining. 974503 is your item number. Should be £69. We've got £20 off. And then you've got PayPal Pay in 3, so £17.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
We're not alone, we've got Bev with us, and Bev, this is super, super portable. We can take this on holiday, put it in your suitcase, and it's ready in an instant. Look at that, the handle's folded down. It even comes with a little velvet bag to put it in.
It does, yes, absolutely. And heat up time, 30 seconds.
Great.
I have to say it's smaller than my hairdryer.
Yes, definitely lighter.
It's definitely lighter. Though it's small, it certainly does pack a punch. I mean, we've seen some really awkward garments to iron, but I mean, it just drops.
Whatever the material, and perhaps you've packed all your clothes, perhaps you ironed them before you put them in the suitcase, which we normally do, but then by the time you've travelled, you've been on the plane, you've been in the coach, you know, you feel wrinkled, don't you, by the time you get on holiday? But then your clothes are thoroughly wrinkled that you pull out the suitcase. Have this in your suitcase as well, and in an instant, look at that.
What a difference.
Isn't that brilliant? Absolutely brilliant.
And you've used it on sort of satins, linens, heavy cottons,
we use it
denim.
on this one. You know, that was what we did with that one. In fact,
Well, I use it on everything at home.
Yeah, it's easy, it's quick, and as I say, for holiday, I mean, it's just a dream.
Might be a weekend away, it might be a wedding you're going to, you're taking your wedding outfit. There's nothing worse, is there, when you get it out and it's all completely creased. What you've got is an opportunity here to have with you all the time the most incredible handheld steamer. Because even in a hotel, if you ask for their, you know, can I have an iron, please? When it eventually arrives, it's usually like the most vintage iron, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put it near
And
your
you look
clothes.
and you think to yourself, I'm not going to iron my best clothes.
It's going to spit on me clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I must admit, that would have been my concern, because many years ago when we went to France, we went in the car touring, I actually took my big Polti generator. Yeah, because we'd gone for 3 weeks, and you know, and I knew full well I needed to iron certain clothes because we lived out of a suitcase, and of course my daughter's getting married, and I thought it would have been a chore, because I'd have thought, how could I have got all that creases out of after
because you're flying, so there's no way you can take
taking
your
that
steam
steam
generator.
Exactly, yeah.
But now you can take this with you
I'm
to, you
taking
know,
it.
to that wedding, whether it's at home, whether it's abroad. And whatever material, however detailed that wedding dress is, the sequins, embellishments, it could be the bridesmaids' dresses, the flower girl dresses. Look at that in an instant. All looking
so
fresh again.
quick.
Looking
And they
new.
literally just, they just disappear. They just drop out of the fabric. This is why so many hundreds of you have gone for this already tonight. If you've got it in a basket and you want to make sure you get it, now is the time. We're going from one fabric to another. The other thing, Bev, that I meant to say, you did that jacket at the top of the show. For me, the linings of the jacket
are normally difficult, aren't they? Yeah. Also, the thing is with this, have you noticed it's not dripped the whole of the time?
No drips.
No, look at that.
Now watch this on the inside.
No
'cause that's like a
drips.
satin on the inside.
You're absolutely loving this, and whether you are thinking about taking this on holiday, whether you're going to have this in your dressing room or right by your wardrobe, I now don't iron anything before I put it away or pack it. I just have it, you know, on the hanger, in the drawers. It's clean, but I put it away unironed. And then when I want to wear it, in 30 seconds, this is ready, steam it on the hanger, you're out the door. Holiday-wise, I never iron before I pack. I pack the actual steamer and take it away with me. Bev, take it away. You can leave the building.
I can leave the
We've got
building.
more people ordering than stock's available. Mwah, as
Another
always.
superstar show.
Lovely to be here.
Always a sellout show when we have Bev with us and Polti with us, because it is a brand you know you can trust. If you're going to buy, I think, anything really that involves steam, Polti is
Polti are the
always,
experts.
yeah.
And Polti have been going since 1978, isn't it? And a real heritage when it comes
One
to
of our
steam
products is 17 years. We've got loads of products at home because we've worked with Polti for many years. One of our products, 17 years old. What you're buying is absolute quality. The design of this is phenomenal. Remember that handle folds right round so you can put it in its little bag to travel it. Take this away on holiday. Take this to, you know, to a weekend away. Take this to that wedding and buy it as a gift. Perhaps you know people that travel and it'd be a great present idea. Perhaps a student going off to university. They're not going to take an ironing board and an iron, but they might be going for a job interview and they don't want to go in a creased shirt. Instantly with this,
I thought you said
you
a
can
creased
knock
shirt.
a creased
A
shirt.
creased shirt.
Yeah, instantly with this, you've knocked every crease out. But perhaps you've got children and they've just got up and they threw their blazer in the bottom of the wardrobe. They're trying to walk out the door. That blazer is so creased, you're ashamed.
Yeah.
Grab it off them, stick it on a hanger. In an instant, 30 seconds, it's ready to go and you've ironed. And don't forget as well, perhaps it's PE day and they haven't told you, you can iron everything in an instant.
And I love the fact we're going from really diverse fabrics here. With that satin pyjamas that Bev did, then this cotton with all the pleats in there, that'd be really awkward to iron on a board.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be clothes. This could be curtains that are actually hung up and perhaps the cat sat by them and they're really creased. Or I washed all our net curtains the other day. I did not iron them on an ironing board. I put them straight back into the window, you know, put them back up. I steamed them with my steamer, and you can do that with all of those clothes in that suitcase. Never iron before you go on holiday. Just pack this, and it's ultra lightweight for packing as well. But there's too many of you now ordering. You must check your baskets through. There's not enough stock for everybody.
You can still add them into your basket though, 974503. And make sure if you've got the vacuum in a basket as well, check those out, whatever you're shopping for. A Polti Spectacular tonight.
Yeah, 2 limited stocks tonight. Check your baskets through. You will love everything you buy, but this, you'll think, why didn't I have this years ago?
We'll see you very soon.
See you later.